One of the best deals of the day, one of the biggest opportunities. Great for your seed beading, great of course for your genuine gemstone jewellery. If you're anything like me and you maybe used to go to the potteries around Stoke when when we were younger, or even still to this day, you will know the amount of work, time, effort and skill that goes into creating beautiful individual pieces like this, made with porcelain, genuine, real, expensive, luxurious porcelain. These are coming for you as a bundle together. They are going to set your designs off, they really are. But that isn't all I've got coming up for you tonight. Oh no, look at what I've got. A DVD, the 2-hole cabochon jewellery DVD with mega bundle. These will come up separately, but mega bundle of the 2-hole cabochons that you're going to need to get your hands on. These are going to be so popular, and they're what you need for this DVD. Maybe you've already got the DVD but you've run out. Don't worry, we've got you covered tonight. As well as all of that, I have got a Murano glass showcase. This showcase is the most luxurious I have seen. Very much like the sort of handmade craft work and the artisan work that goes into making the porcelain beads. Very similar with the Murano, of course, created in beautiful Venice. So they're coming up for you. I have got incredible makes coming up as well that you are going to love. This is just one of them from one of the kits, but honestly, Hannah has been working day and night and day and night and day and night on these incredible makes. This is just one of them. Wait until you see the rest. The amazing Hannah Osborne joining us tonight. She's just getting mic'd up so that we can hear her beautiful voice. How are you, Hannah?
I'm all right.
Oh yeah. I am joined tonight by the wonderful guest designer and all-round worker bee. It's the lovely Hannah Osborne.
Hello.
Hello, my love. How are you?
I'm all right. Yes. I can't hear anybody in the gallery, but I think
it's probably for the best.
Now.
You know what they're like, just natter.
Yeah.
Lovely Hannah is going to be making up a storm for us in a little bit. I have got oodles coming up for you. I've got bags. I've got seed beads. I've got so much, and I'm going to dive in with some last of stock seed beads. I will just remind you before I show you these, if you see a seed bead that you like, I encourage you to grab it, because some of these colours, once they're go through production and everything, it may well be another 9 months to a year before they make a rebatch of them. So if you like any of these colours and you think I need to get my hands on them, now is your time. Get ready, get raring, seed bead bundle. Starting the show as we mean to go on, we have got oodles coming up. Let me tell you what you're getting. You're getting the galvanised matte gold. These ones are your 15-ohs in the 8.2 gram. I've also got coming up for you the lined dark green seed beads. Those are your 8-ohs. That's the 22 gram pack. As well as that, I have got your matte Picasso transparent saffron in the 8-ohs as well. I will just point out, by the way, I'm giving you 2 of the Duracoat galvanized matte, which are in the 15-ohs, so you're getting 2 of those, which is great because that's a really popular color. It is last of stock. It is your opportunity to get it if you're quick off the mark. Get ready, get raring. We're starting off with 4 big beautiful tubes of your seed beads for a phenomenal price. £15.45. Every single penny we can take off this we have, because that's what Seed Bead Weekend's about. It's about giving you those fantastic deals on your seed beads so that you can get crafting and making. I love this colour palette. What does this colour palette make you think of? For me, it's kind of like holidays. You know, when holidays, like when you go out for dinner in the evening, it's almost that kind of dark evening, that twilight ocean with wonderful sort of sandy hues and maybe even the sun setting. 15.45. Well done. You are quick off the mark tonight, and we love you for it. It's great to be with you. We've not met before. My name is Becky, and I have got so much. I've got so much coming up for you tonight, I really have. As I said, oodles. Let me just show you something that will go great with this colourway. The Murano. Now, these are some of the biggest Murano we've ever been able to get for you. That works beautifully colour palette-wise, doesn't it? Imagine the jewellery you would make with these as a selection. Okay, I'm very low in stock on this one now, so I'm going to move on for you. Let's go for a little teaser a little teaser for my 9 o'clock time. Murano glass. Oh. Now let me just remind you, this is true work. I always think of Murano glasses as artistry meeting alchemy, because that is, for all intents and purposes, what it is. I have been lucky enough to go to Venice and see the locations where they create these, and they are amazing. It is like walking into kind of the past. Huge burning furnaces, people working very up close and personal in very high temperatures to create these. And what I'm obsessed with in these is, look at that artwork on the front. Almost looks like they've been painted on, doesn't it? So can you see that beautiful rose in the center, but then it's got this kind of golden foliage around it? That is not actually hand painted. It is created again with the glass itself. Nice size drill holes on these ones, meaning that if you want to create these in just one as a centerpiece, because these are big enough to do that, then you have the opportunity to do so and create a real storm. Already people in on the Murano glass today. You have got 3 pieces of them. They are the 12mm size, and we're bringing them today under £15. Way under. We've got all 3 for you today. They are coming in right now at just £5.95. We're getting you ready, we're getting you raring for this. Hannah, now you're all strapped in and everything, can I ask you, what do you love about Murano glass like this?
Well, I think they're fantastic. Each tiny little bead, they've just got so much character to them. They're all different, they're all beautiful, and the more you look at them, the more you fall in love with them. So
yeah,
they're brilliant. And I also love my seed beads, so you team them together and it's a match made in heaven. Love it.
They work perfectly,
They
don't
really
they, together?
do. They look fantastic.
And remember too, this is true artisanal work. I think sometimes when we maybe in the past thought of glass beads, we would think of big, huge pieces of machinery, you know, sort of doing it out. But these are all, you know, hand created, handcrafted, blowing the glass into the shapes that you need, adding the sort of alchemist part of it to create the colours and the textures. By the way, the flower design is on 2 sides, so you're getting that wonderful look and finesse. How great would these be with one from a bundle? They'd be amazing, wouldn't they? They really would go well. This coming up. The price on these, my one to own, or must have, should I say, is... It's mischievous, it's naughty. But yeah, there you go, £5.95 for all 3. Loading you through, keep dialing in. We have got quite a few of you with this in your basket, so do check out where you have the opportunity. That is a very special price point on those, especially if you have yourself have ever been to Venice or you're planning on going to Venice. Do, you know, stop off. You can get in Venice, there are what they have called water taxis, because obviously there's no proper official roads in Venice, so they have water taxis, very small little boats that you'll kind of hop on and hop off, and you can go to the location where these are made, the factories, and they do amazing demonstrations, and yeah, it really is sort of an amazing thing. If you do get the chance to do, absolutely do, and I think it will make you appreciate even more the skill that these take. If you maybe can't get yourself to Venice anytime soon, we have got a showcase coming up at 9, which is going to make you feel a little bit Venetian. So if you fancied it, I would maybe in one of the breaks pull up something on YouTube, see if you can find kind of glass blowing in Venice, and there's loads of videos out there that just give you an idea of the skill that this takes, because it really is incredible. Okay, next up, let's bring you Matrix collection. Oh, these Matrix boxes, I have not seen them in quite some time. I'll show you them first and then I'll attempt to open them. But Teresa's alone. This is your Matrix collection. So it's basically a box. You do get the Matrix box. It's all created by us. I'm just going to open this here at the top. We have been doing these for a while now, and we always say they're great for the likes of your macrame or great for your kumihimo, but there's so much more you can do with these. Use them with your wire work, use them as like tassel toppers. Basically, if you've not seen these before, these are your end caps. They give you a really professional finish. So, oh hello, it's got a little bit of tape on it. Oh no, I better not do that. So essentially, if you have these, you use a little bit of glue in them, glue whatever you need in the end, and you're ready and raring to go. And you've also got the cord ends or the ribbon ends here, which are so easy. You literally just close them down. We hardly ever get to see these in particular. So you're going to be getting 22. Oh, I'm being told mine's wrong. Hang on. Is this the picture? Let me have a look at my things. Ribbon ends, yep, took a cost. These were in different boxes, sorry, so I'll move them back into the right ones. I do have the right one, it's just in the wrong location. Sorry about that. It's the same situation, basically. You are still getting the ribbon ends, but you're also getting the clasps, as you can see. So here you go. This is what you're getting. The clasps in this, these are your ribbon ends. So this is a huge one. But essentially, if you imagine putting your cords or your ribbon, whether it's the end of your macrame or your kimihimo or just your friendship braiding, literally put your cord in here and just close that side down and close that side down. It's all locked into place, and therefore that is your clasp. So you've got your S hook on there and everything else. Really professional finish, £6.95 for 22 pieces in here. You do also get your jump rings, you get a length of chain as well. Well done, loads of you in. Hi Middlesex, hello South Yorkshire, hello Cheshire, you're in as well. Lovely to have you all on board with us today. Do feel free to text us in. We love hearing from you. I want to know what you've been up to this weekend. I want to know your weekend brags, please. What have you been up to this weekend? Have you done anything very exciting? Or maybe you've got something really exciting coming up. We'd love to hear from you. Maybe someone's taking part in the marathon tomorrow that you know. It's not my idea of a good time, but more power to everyone who can actually do it. I wouldn't be able to. You once saw your mate in the marathon and he didn't tell you that he was doing it, you just saw him. That's odd. That's odd. If I was doing the marathon, everyone would know about it. I text my mum if I, like, you know, run for an Amazon delivery. You never guess what, just ran down the whole stairs. My point is, I've got a star by coming up in a bit. Isn't this incredible? Vesuvianite. Or idea craze, depending on what you want to call it. 55 carat Vesuvianite. Coming up for you. Beautiful openness. The quality of this is sensational. Sometimes when you're getting this gemstone, it's a bit muddy. This is not. This is very open. So that's coming up for you in a little bit. I've also got a brand new strand of aquamarine, but I'll show you that in a bit. How about before all of that, I show you this treasure. We did one of these. Was it last night? Very popular. Gold vein magnesite. I love this strand. I love this gemstone. It's really expensive looking, especially as these kind of inclusions. The matrix that you're getting is totally natural, and it gives you this beautiful submetallic luster. What do you like about this gem, Hannah?
It's a bit like the night sky, really, isn't it? So, you know, you just sort of like look up at night time, and then you can see, like, occasionally you'll get like a little satellite flash or something, and you get like little sparkle of the stars, and the more you look at it, the more you see.
Yeah.
And I like that.
I like that a lot. That's a really good way of putting it as well. Should be $49.95. It's not going to be today though. We want to give you the opportunity to see this in real life, because in our humble opinion, it does look so much better in real life than it does in this lighting situation, purely because the lights are so bright and the surface of this is so unusual. Get it home, see how gorgeous it is. This price drop, almost too good to be true, but it's our way of giving you a PR opportunity to get this home, to see it, to play with it, and therefore you're going to hopefully fall head over heels in love with it even more. The way I described it last night is, it's a little bit like when you go into a shop and they have the tasters. You know what I mean? They have like the tasters for you, so they'll have like a tiny little morsel of cake for you to try. Anyone for a nibble of cheese? Yeah, exactly, yeah. Anyone for a sousson of salmon? Literally never been anywhere that they give out salmon, how posh. Oh yeah, a little tipple of gin or champers. Yeah, exactly, that type of thing. But you have a little taste of it and then you're like, oh, I really like that. I want to treat myself to some more. That's essentially what we're doing here. We're letting you get this home so that you can fall in love with it even more. So next time when you do see it at £50, you go, actually, I can understand why it is that price, because of the size, because of the beauty, because of the individuality. So this is our way of kind of getting you to see it in real life. Remember, 30-day money-back guarantee. 0 questions, 0 quibbles if you do want to send it back. Absolutely up to you. £9.95. Do you know what, this would go great with the Murano glass actually, because of the textures. Not necessarily this colour, actually, it does work.
Yeah, green and black's quite a classy mix, I think.
It is actually, yeah. That works, doesn't it? I think it's the internal textures that go really nicely within the Murano glass. Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? I love this design. You are going to love the amount of jewellery that Hannah's made. It's massive, so massive. In fact, we ran out of buses at one point, which is why Hannah's now trying to place 2 on 1.
On 1, yeah.
I like it. Should we do some pear drops? Let's. Teardrops, sorry. Oh, I love pear drops. I haven't had pear drops in years. Pear drops are nice, but they're quite a dangerous sweet, I find. You know the dangerous sweets that always get like a little crack in them and they start to sort of nibble away at your tongue? Is that just me?
Or you get a shard of the sweet and it spikes the roof of your mouth or something. Yeah.
Dangerous.
Old school sweeties.
Old school sweeties. I've got the drops now. Same gemstone, now in the drop shape. What do you like about the drop shape?
Well, I think it's very easy. It lends itself to pendants straight away, doesn't it? Because it's naturally weighted at the bottom. It means that it's going to like draw your attention to the centre. So if you're doing like a feature pendant or something, it's just easy. It works for you, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You add direction with this, don't you? So you've got 450 carats worth in this one. So a big amount yet again. Size-wise, we're looking at a 3 centimetre drop here. So again, just one is going to really make a big impact. Really unusual gemstone. Nice to offer you something a little bit unusual. Oh, really? Totally natural. We're actually even going lower than the previous price. Why not? £8.95 for you for 450 carats worth. Let me give you a quick tot up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Unlucky for some, but not for you at £8.95. Why did that deserve a little woof? 69p. Still lower than first class stamp. Gone up to 70p, hasn't it, as of the 1st of April? Yeah. 69p when you last paid. Oh, back in the olden days. It's gone up now. Back in the day. 3.5 weeks ago. Anyway, £8.95 for you. 450 carats worth in total. Beautiful on both sides. Multi-buyers yet again. Good work. Lovely chance there. Keep dialing. Whoop. We're going to bring you some more seed beads. Fancy some? Go on, it's been a while. How about a really hot sunset collection? This is beautiful. Oh, the ombre opportunities on this are massive. Which way would I ombre it? Probably that way. Gosh, these are gorgeous. Real beautiful sunset. What do you think? Oh, it is. It's like a sunset. It's a beautiful sunset. I have seen the sunset in Ibiza is quite famous. It's said to be one of the most beautiful sunsets that there is, and everybody goes down to the specific part of the beach and watch the sunset basically. And obviously it sets into the ocean kind of in between these far off islands, and because it's such a beautiful vast open space, these are the types of colours you get. And people literally come from obviously all over the world to see this sunset, but you also see kind of boats and yachts kind of coming into the kind of dock area, let's say, to watch this sunset specifically at the right time of the evening. And these are the kind of colours you see. And it's this kind of cacophony and melding of really happy colours, because I think these are very optimistic colours. And what I love about this selection here is every single one of them has the lining to them. So there's the amber lined, the peach lined, the pumpkin lined, and they're all 8/0s. So I love that you get, just like with the sunset, the glow. So it's not just the colours, the flat colours, it's the glow internally. If you yourself love the idea of sunset, or even more excitingly possibly the sunrise, this is your opportunity to grab it. You ready for this? Wow, this is incredible. Sorry, I've just heard the price. 22 grams, £12.95, 22 grams in each tube. I think that is a fantastic price. Right, team, what's better? Sunrise or sunset?
Set.
Sunset, set, another set. What about you? Sunset, what about yourself, Hannah?
Set.
Set. Oh, yeah, yeah. You're never up to see the sunrise? You're not? Not being on the late shift now? No, that's a good point. Yeah. I do like a sunrise though, because if you're up for a sunrise, it generally means you've had a really good evening, doesn't it? It's like when I used to be, it's like when I used to be a student and you used to see the milkman coming in. when I'm saying, no, you don't necessarily have to go drinking on a night out. I'm not saying that. Just when you're having such a good time that you doing graffiti. What's he on about? Anyway, you know what I mean at home. It's just these people in my ear. Liam's just really, he's just really opened up a can of worms there. Anyway, well done to Angus and well done to Wales. I've got Scotland in as well. I've got parts of England in too. Well done to you all, loads of you with this in your baskets. You're checking it out. If you love these kind of colours, can I encourage you to stick around for... Can I ask you to stick around for 9? Because look, knitting the trees. I wouldn't describe that as graffiti.
Oh.
It's called yarn bombing, isn't it?
Yeah, crochet bombing.
Yeah. So basically, if you don't know what this is, people in the dark of night, just before sunrise, get loads of crochet and wrap it around trees. Yeah, we had that in Chester for a long old time. In fact, there's a churchyard next to me that still has it. Yeah, there is. That's right. I mean, Tom has obviously done it before. Gosh, can we just all envision this technique, please? There he is, look, knitting around a tree. You've done that before. Anyway, do keep dialing through. £12.95. Shall we do some nylon? Go on then. Where are we at? These are lovely colours. Very neutral. Almost khaki colour. Not khaki. You know what I mean? You've called it nylon. Good. Explain why, sorry. Because I couldn't think of a name. Neutral nylons you could have gone for. Or khaki creations, maybe. Yeah. Or you could have gone grolive, because it's grey olive and the Grolibs collection. Grey olive sand grolibs. Yeah, Wallash and Grolibs. Anyway, nylon collection we're talking about here, and this is your nylon cord. For anyone who's not seen it before, Hannah, what on earth do we do with all of this?
Well, basically it's really useful for doing things like pearl knotting or for doing macrame, micro macrame, things like that. You can also use it just for simple threading. So if you don't particularly like metal components, you can use something like this to thread your beads instead.
0.3, 0.3, 0.3, and then an olive in a 0.4. So those are the gauges that you're getting. Lovely and fine. Therefore your seed beads and gemstones go onto this, no problem. You're getting all of them, and there's 260 metres on these three with 70 on this one, meaning you're getting a serious amount. £14.95 is about to come on in your screen, and I think this colour palette with my double drill treasures coming up for you at about 7:30, 7:45-ish. I think that colour collection is going to go amazingly, especially with the amber ones. Oh, they're going to look good, aren't they, together?
They really will.
The DVD is for it as well. That's coming up for you. So that's very exciting with the lovely Hannah. By the way, if you love a DVD, Hannah's launching one tomorrow, aren't you, Hannah?
Yeah, Iris Duos. It's going to be exciting.
We'll find out more about that in a bit. It's on the mid-show tomorrow, just to let you know. Also, actually, this colour palette, nice with one of your kids.
It'd be fantastic with that kit, actually.
Wouldn't it? I think that works quite
Really
nicely.
lovely. You could do some really lovely sort of like macrame bracelets and use some of the rounds in there, and then you can do macrame earrings as well, can't you? With drops and things like that.
Really nice. £14.95. Keep it dialing through. We have got for you some more. These ones are thicker though. More of your warm tones in here. I've never seen that colour before. How are we describing this colour? Lemongrass. That is so lemongrass.
It really is, actually.
Yeah, it's beautiful, really unusual. I like when you get just unusual colours thrown in, because it genuinely does lift your jewellery. It genuinely makes it feel really different, doesn't it? I've got for you 70 metres on each, and that's because they're all a 0.4, so that's the kind of thickness that we're working with now. These should be £23.80. Understandable, because you're getting a lot of yarn on here, a lot of cord. Great for if you do want to crochet a tree. You have got $23.80 as your usual go-to price, but we are not staying there today. Go great with them collection as well. Look at them. We're bringing to you today, oh, that's affordable. There you go. £11.95 is your deal on this one today. That is your price point. Really beautiful complementary looks and colours you've got in here again for the likes of your Murano coming up in a little bit. Also, if you love this kind of fresh proper colour, Mother Nature is just around the corner. We're going to be doing this next for you. Beautiful strand. I have got DVD bundle coming up, which I've not told you about yet. The bundle deal and price we're going to do on some of these DVDs, astonishing, and it's all to do with seed beading, all of them. So they're all to do with seed beading or French beading, but all in together. So that's coming up for you as well in a little bit. Do keep dialing through. £11.95 for all four. Nice work. Okay, let me bring you something just a little bit exciting. What I'm about to offer to you now is a gemstone that it took us years and years and years and years to get. We have managed to get it, but when we have managed to get it, it's always been in relatively small quantities, and it's always been a little bit kind of hit and miss on the regularity that we're able to bring to you. Today, I truly am offering to you the most open strand I've ever seen of this. When I see this gemstone, I've seen it look, as I mentioned before, the word muddy and murky. Not the nice description, but often it is. It is the nature of the gemstone. This one, though, is exciting. It effervesces with colour. It's your star buy. This gemstone has a couple of names. When I first met it, I knew it as Vesuvianite. That was, when did I think it was my GIA or GEMA training. I knew it as that. But it is also known as idiocrase. And the reason it is known as that is because of the derivative Greek word. So the first section of the word, the idea section, the idiocrase or ido section, is a Greek meaning of likeness, and then the second section is to do with mixture. And the reason that had a derivative name is said to be because it looks like a mixture of other gems. Sometimes it looks like very, very good quality jade. Sometimes it looks like a really expensive tourmaline. And I think on this, it's that mixture between the likes of your tourmaline and the likes of maybe even Zavarite garnet. You know, that kind of Zavarite openness. What we have here is, quite frankly, something extremely rare and extremely pricey. If you have never managed to own this gemstone and you love Mother Nature and her colour palette, then I would start dialing now, because your graphics are coming live. The graphics are now live on this beautiful open gemstone. Collectors, grab this one whilst you can, because it is a scarcity. Hannah, obviously, I'm sure you all know that Hannah works sort of behind the scenes as well here at Jewellery Maker. You might not. Hannah is our guest designer for this evening. She also does DVDs, but Hannah, you have been with us for years and years and years and years. Yeah. When did you first come across this gemstone, and what do you remember our kind of journey of the more muddy ones originally?
Do you know what? I've hardly ever seen this at all.
Yeah.
Possibly twice.
Yeah.
Possibly twice. But it's one of those things that the more we sort of go delving, the more we go like shopping for things, the more you find. And now we've got this most amazing gemology crew, if you like.
Yeah,
so Marie and Claire, both gemologists, they keep coming up with these amazing finds. So I would just say, if you've seen this before, you probably haven't seen this particular colour before.
Yeah. Yes,
and
agreed.
It's worth comparing them. If you've got one at home, just compare it, because I can guarantee it's going to be different. And I like that, and I like the fact that you can keep collecting almost, and then just build up all the different colourways of these like amazing like treasures of nature almost.
And it truly is a treasure of nature. One of the very few gemstones that comes from Canada. I mean, Canada has a great collection of gemstones, but it's definitely one of the lesser known locations, I would say. But yes, very unusual for us here at Jewellery Maker to bring you Canadian gemstones often, because as I say, it's a rarity, it's scarcity. Totally natural, Canadian Vesuvinite, your price point today. For the rarity and scarcity and unusualness of this, great price. But we are going to take it lower for you. I'm going to go on to £40 on this because it's a star buy. It's a star buy, it's a Saturday night. If you can't treat yourself on a Saturday, when can you? We're taking it lower for you today. Remember, everybody pays the final closing price. Even all of you have already checked out. So well done, you got in early. Nice work. £29.95. If you've seen this gemstone before, you will know that the price points can be relatively considered, to say the least. And I'm talking for even, you know, your nuggets, your chips. Well done, you're all flying in now. You've got it in your baskets. Do check it out. I don't have loads and loads and loads of these, but I've got enough for you if you want it tonight. So do come on in and grab it. It goes great with jadeite. It goes great with oh my gosh, what's it called? I've done it in design before. It's not this, obviously, but angelite. Sorry, that's what I'm thinking of. Goes great with angelite, which, you know, has a similar colour to these. This is just one part of tonight's must-have that's coming up. A brand spanking new collection. You're going to absolutely adore it. But yeah, these are coming up for you. I've got brand new people coming in and purchasing this today. Welcome, lovely to have you on board. Thanks for joining us. £29.95 for you today, if you want to get your hands on it. And a DVD. 2 new strands, 2 lucky dip strands, and a DVD if you're a new customer today. That's what you get when you're getting started. I just wanted to double check it was the DVD. Yeah. So this is what you get if you are shopping for the first time today. But obviously the gemstones are a lucky dip, which makes it even more exciting. And speaking of DVDs, oh, you are going to love. Shall I show the collection? About 1:45, I'm going to be doing a collection of DVDs. And what I'm going to say to you is, you might think, I've already got that DVD. Don't worry, because for the price, it's going to be well worth it. As I said, every single one of these, seed beading or French beading, and they are coming up for you at a bargainacious price point. Look! Anyone? Right? Nope, nope. Oh my gosh, Pingo! How cute. Anyway, so that's coming up. It's not the only DVD though. I've also got this one with as well. So they will be separate, but they'll come up straight after each other. I've got a bundle of 7 seed beads. There are 2 bundles. One's got 5, one's got 3. Oh, unless these are different. I think they are. Oh my goodness! How have we managed to get this bundle? Okay, just look at these. These are exciting. These are exciting. But Hannah is mouthing at me. What are they? Oh my goodness. We're just double checking that these are the right ones. We're just double checking. Anyway, whilst we are double checking, let's chat. How are you? I hope you're having a lovely day today. I've had a very nice day. I did a little bit of work this morning. I have another job. So I did some work this morning. What did I do? I was doing appraisals, a bit boring. And then I went to a panto. I kid you not. I went to an afternoon panto today. It was a version of Beauty and the Beast. It had a lady from Heartbeat in it. I can't remember her name. Basil Brush was in it. Yes, the basil brush, and lady from my neck of the woods, Kerry Katona, was in it as well. That's what I did with my afternoon. Let me doubly, triply, doubly, quadruply check that these are right. Have you got a picture of them? That might help me. Earthy tones. Have I got, let's go through the colours. Have I got blue zircon in 11.0? Is it the Delicas? It's the Delica bundle, but I've only got 5 here. Oh, I'm sorry, this is very confusing. Here we are, we have got the 5. I do apologise, we got there in the end. Where did 7 come from? Ah, right, I see. We'll play that one next. Before it though, let me bring you the Delicas. The other one I've just shown you is next. So we're going to go earthy tones in your Delicas. You've got Delicas across the board. They're all 11.0s and they are in your matte blue zircon, opaque blue, your green Aurora Borealis, your light blue Aurora Borealis, your royal blue Aurora Borealis and your Caribbean teal. We do not get to see Delicas like this often. What are they good for, Hannah, love?
Oh gosh, all sorts of things. Delicas stitched together really nicely so that you get sort of a flatter finish because they've got, so the edges are quite straight compared to normal Miyukis which have got rounded edges.
Yeah.
So you get a different kind of effect.
Yeah.
So you can, if you could do like, it's almost like a fabric when they're stitched together because of the way it all sort of flows. They're really lovely. And you can make 3D things as well, which is fun.
Always good fun to be able to do that. I've got this DVD as part of the bundle coming up in a bit, and this is made with Delicas, if you can see. See how it beautifully all sits in nicely together? So that's coming up as a DVD in a little bit. These are the types of things you're going to need to get your hands on. £16.95 for all 5 of these ones. £16.95. Delicas are usually quite a bit more pricey, actually, understandably, because you know, they've got all of these different textures, etc., going on with them, and they do a different job to that of a seed bead. They make such a difference in the overall finish and look. Because they sit more like building blocks as opposed to, you know, sort of rounded edges next to one another. So they give you a really nice streamlined finish. Load of you in Oxfordshire, Yorkshire, hello to Cumbria, hello to undisclosed location. Well done to Cambridgeshire and Conway, North Yorkshire, you're now in with us. Nice work to you. I've got Norfolk in too. So £16.95 for you. We are going to check on the bundle I've just shown you because we're having a bit of confusion. But we're going to check it and we'll do it in the next hour if all is good in the hood, as they say. Keep dialing through on that one. Very exciting. Okay. Oh, by the way, Cambridgeshire, Conway, checking out whilst you can. Norfolk, well done, you've literally just checked out. Let me do for you if I may. Super Duos! This is last of stock. You will get a full tube. Apparently, the reason this is a part empty tube is because a recording got a little bit overzealous. Yeah. We have got for you here your Super Duo effect here with your burnt copper. These are where the missing ones are. See, we've had to lock them inside the telly. We have got for you 24 grams in your Super Duos. Super Duos stepping up. What on earth do these things mean?
Well, basically it's a pressed glass bead. It's got 2 holes in them, hence the duo bit, which means you can stitch through it in different ways to a normal seed bead. So you can step up through them, which means you effectively stitch from one hole to the other hole, and then that moves your thread to the next level of your piece, whatever you're making. So you can make 3D shapes. You can make sort of like beaded beads. You can do netting. You can do wonderful sort of bracelets and cuffs and things like that. They're fab. They're really, really brilliant.
Yeah, they are fab, aren't they? Especially when they're £7.95.
I know, that's brilliant.
That is a really good price. I am now down to single figures because I had multi-buyers in. So multi-buyers were straight in and off the bat on this. So now I am in single figures on it. If you like this kind of colour palette... Why are you chuckling? Is it because it looks a bit like E.T.?
Aww.
I've never seen that. ET is short for extraterrestrial. Oh, what is ET short for? Extraterrestrial? No, because he's got little legs. That is...
That's good.
Brilliant. Let me bring... Is it that findings pack? I'm going to bring you the findings pack that I showed you before. With the one with the cord ends. Here we go, the Matrix pack. That's funny. That is brilliant. Here we go. 16 in here, and this is the one with the end caps. Very useful indeed. And you've got the ribbon cord ends as well. So you know you brought all these cords earlier on, for example, the nylon cord bundle that I brought to you. Once you've got all of the odd ends with all of the kind of bits sticking everywhere and you don't know what to do with them, all you have to do is do a little knot, tie them into place, glue them into whichever size cap you want. Job's a good one, add your clasp, sorted. £7.95 is your chance on this one today. Can I show you a brand new strand I've got coming up in a bit? Oh, brand new aquamarine. Oh, it's gorgeous. Isn't that stunning?
Love the shape of those as well.
Me too. Isn't that lovely? Oh. Woo. Coming up on the 8 o'clock hour. Okay, before it, let's bring donuts now. We're going to be getting a bit donutty later, aren't we?
We're going donutty. Completely donutty.
First thoughts.
I don't know what flavour that would be.
Lemon and lime, maybe? Maybe a lemon and lime.
Apple and custard?
Apple and custard.
Yeah.
Could be. These ones are your green brown.
It's more like a...
Green and custard.
Yeah. Custard with a brown fleck. The chocolate sprinkles.
Oh, lovely. Ooh. And they've got this
Cinnamon.
texture to them. Now, what would you do with this? Because I've not seen us do many things like this at all in the past. They've got this lovely sort of wave to them, this lovely texture. What would you do?
Well, they make fantastic pendants. You could do, like, in the simplest form, if you like, would be to just do a lark's head knot with some cord. But again, you can use, if you're into your seed beads, you can make sort of a bail or a bezel to go around part of it and then suspend it from like a chain or a rosary linked strand of gems or something like that. Yeah, they're quite fun actually.
They are made out of the ceramics as well, so I was just thinking with tonight's must-have, they'd look quite nice, wouldn't they? Because it's the same material. Maybe even, you know what I mean? Well, it's all right, doesn't it? Yeah? We have got for you the beautiful ceramic donuts. 3, I've nearly set the price up then to 7. £3.95. As you can see, lovely wave to them, really nice bit of texture. I think with your cords it's going to look fantastic. I think you're going to have a lot of fun using these because they are so individual. And remember, that finish, that glaze they've got on top is kind of pot look, you know, it's not painted on afterwards. This is something whereby before they actually go and fire it, the colours will be different than they are when they actually, you know, come out of the kiln. It's magical. If you do want to grab them, they are just £3.95. I've got so much to fit in and you are checking out so quickly, so I get to move on quick, which is fab because I get to go through more. Which one, sorry, sweets? Oh, one of your favourites. I don't think you'd be able to do without.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely essential.
Fireline. This is the £6. Now tell us all about Fireline, please.
Well, so the poundage really is the snap weight. So I think actually they double as fishing threads, or
yes, they do.
So it's to do with the weight of fish, really. However, when you're making jewellery, if you've got young children or liable to catch your jewellery, and it's on a simple thread, it can just snap, and then you've lost your jewellery and you've got to start again. If it's on Fireline, the poundage of the thread means that it gives it an extra strength. So that one is up to £6 of stress that it can take before it would break, which makes for quite strong jewellery, really.
Yeah.
I couldn't be without them. I think they're fantastic.
They are mega, mega, mega fine, and it's because they're fused together. You're getting 45 meters in this whole spool, so it's a really, really, really big amount. And this one is the black color, so again, it goes great with your darker gemstones, etc. But you can see how beautifully fine that is, which is perfect for the lights you seed beading. Oh, also, just to let you know, I've got some backing foundation coming up whilst we're talking about it. But yeah, this is fantastic for going through your seed beads numerous times if that is what you require. £8.95 is all you're paying. Let me tell you this for nothing. Well-known hobbying store, double that price. Just about, almost double that price. I have seen the exact same for. This is £6 worth holding of weight, and you're getting 45 meters. So if you've been buying seed bead after seed bead after seed bead today, you're gonna need a lot of threading material. And one thing I would say is, please, if you are brand new, don't look at this and think, well, I've got some thread that looks a bit similar to that, you know, in my sewing kit that I got in 1982. It's not the same as your normal thread. It is a bonded material, and so it doesn't fray or anything else, but it feels completely different. And as we've said, it holds more weight. So do grab it. If you are thinking of getting seed beading, you want to give it a go, then this is definitely the place to be. As we have got seed beading demos, and we've also got, well, we've got lots of hidden sneaky treats actually. If you are planning on getting into jewellery making, you're probably gonna want to know what to do first off. Because let's face it, there are some mediums that you can kind of just, you know, have a go at, aren't there? There are some skills and hobbies you can kind of just have a go at, you know. If I decided to take up running, I kind of would get the gist of it. I kind of know-ish what to do. Jewellery making can be a little bit tricky. You need to know the right little hints and tips to get you going. And remember, if you start something in kind of a positive direction, you're more likely to be successful in it, which means you're more likely to be happy with it, which means that you're more likely to progress in it. And that is exactly what our DVDs are about. They're about giving you a lot of information in a fabulously descriptive manner. And that is why we've given you a mega bundle today. Is it still by? So, this DVD collection is all to do with seed beads. Some of it is to do with traditional seed beading, some of it is more to do with your sort of French beading, using it with wire. Let's start off traditional, and let's start with seed beading for beginners. Perfect place to start. This DVD, you're going to learn absolutely oodles. You get taught around about an hour's worth of information on this DVD, and it's snake weave, dragon scale pattern, jewelled earrings, diamond pattern collar, and star earrings. So you've got a lot going on in this DVD. As well as this one, we're also going to be bringing to you your seed beading. Now this is your seed beading with the delicas, like we did in the bundle earlier on. We did a 5 set of delicas. This is your Russian beading, and this is all to do with creating this kind of look. It teaches you how to do the Russian leaf and the drop peyote cuff and assembling it all together essentially. This is a fabulous one. It's one of our ones that comes with the explanation book as well. So it gives you a step-by-step tuition in that too, which is a really nice extra, I would say. This is normally £9.95 by itself anyway. It's one of our more deluxe DVDs. As well as that, on the deluxe stages, we've got another £9.95 DVD. This one though is your double disc DVD with the lovely Alison Tarry. This fairy tale castle is incredible. One of my absolute favourite DVDs. The castle itself acts as a structural piece, but also we do discuss in the DVD how you can sort of make this into like a box, so you can take the top off and put things in there. But it is a 2-disc DVD, as you can see. Again, around about an hour's worth on each DVD. So there's a lot going on in there, and it is, of course, with the lovely Alison Tarry. As well as that, we have got for you your wire and seed bead angel. This is, of course, perfect for Christmas, but I think it's great for christenings, wedding gifts. I think this is beautiful for, amongst loads of other lovely things. And not only that, but I have got Pingu, our wirework penguin in this one too. 5 DVDs, 6 if you want to class that as a double DVD, which it is. But today we're bringing you the seed bead bundle mega deal. Should be price understandable, because as I said, these 2 DVDs are a tenner each, so already there's £20 worth in just those 2. Tonight though, as a bit of a treat to get you on your way, and also because I'm well aware you might already own, I don't know, the seed bead for beginners, for example, you might already own that. Let me give you a special opportunity and a half. I'm going to go under 20. I'm going under £20 for you today, making them £3.59 a DVD, £17.95 for you in total. So actually, at that kind of price point, divide that by 5 for me. I know it's really random. Oh no, sorry. I don't think that's what I meant. Is it? No. What do I mean? They're normally a 5 for each. Yes, they're normally the big ends. So essentially, you know, for example, what I'm trying to say is you might own, you know, all of these ones and think, well, you know, what's the point in getting them if you own all of these? But actually it even works out cheaper on these ones, because these, of course, are a tenner each. That's what I'm trying to say. These ones could just be added bonus extras that you give as gifts. These could be things that you sell on online. These could be things that maybe you, you know, as I say, maybe you could do it as a gift. So, for example, if you wanted to get someone started, you could get this seed beading for beginners, buy a set of the fire line that we've done for you earlier on, get a few needles and some seed beads, and then actually give that as a full gift that someone could get involved with. Also, I will note to you that it appears, yes, that there are super duos made in this. I did these super duos for you earlier on. Code on these, EDBD91. I'll flip it around so you can see it. There you go. EDBD for your beading. So that is what you'll need to create this look, for example. But yeah, they're at the bottom of your screen right now. There's literally a couple left, I'm being told. Well done to you all. Our DVDs are fantabulous. In fact, we were filming a sneaky one last night, weren't we?
We did, yes.
You've got your DVD tomorrow. Give us a little idea of what it is all about, please.
The one for tomorrow, the one that we did last?
The one for tomorrow.
Okay, so the one for tomorrow is the Iris Duos. So I've never worked with them until I started prepping for the DVD, and I love them, and I can't stop making with them. So as an example, I was doing, well, sitting at the table while my son was doing his homework, but I was sat there making him do it, and I made some earrings with some of the leftover bits. So I just...
This is to give you an idea of what we're launching tomorrow. But these are fantastic because it goes to show how quickly you can whip something like this. So how long did these earrings take, approximately?
Not very long at all. Now that I know what I'm sort of doing with them, once you've got the design, it makes everything so much faster.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the technique of how to make those little beads is on the DVD, and then we've got loads of different colours, and it's just really exciting. So they work a little bit like a super duo, except they're more of a diamond shape with a flat back and a domed top.
Yeah.
So they make for really lovely, lovely patterns. I can't wait to show you them. They're great.
That's tomorrow afternoon. That's very exciting. We have also got loads more to come. Let me remind you, DVD related. You might never have had a chance to get this before. With the elements you need. As well as that, I've got these kits. Now, these kits are elaborate, luxurious. The technique we're going to see, I have never seen before, and you have made and made and made and made and made. Look at all of that jewellery. So if you are planning on getting inspired, you are definitely in the right place. I've got seed beads, but with genuine gemstones, which I love in a kit. Very affordable. Am I allowed to say how affordable? Let's say under 30, but I don't mean my 5 pence. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back.
Did you know that when you book a Jewellery Maker workshop, you're given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Now then, we are just about to film a brand new, Mark Smith DVD, brand new seed beads.
Never seen before on JM.
Never seen before. No. Infinity and
Trinity. It's going to be amazing.
And they're going to be launched by Team Maze across a whole weekend, a whole seed beading week.
Me,
I know.
both morning
Saturday
shows on
and
the weekend.
Sunday. And that is Saturday the 27th and Sunday the 28th of April from 8 till 1. And we've got some good news. We've got the posh needles, we've got the tulip needles as well.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Now, just quickly as well, how many projects, how many kits?
We've got 1 DVD, 5 projects, 12 kits, plus bundles, plus, well, I'm not going to say anything else.
You're keeping a secret? Oh my word. So, do join us, please, for Team Maze Seed Bead Weekend, Saturday the 27th and Sunday the 28th of April.
Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
At Jewellery Maker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
Tune into Jewellery Maker every morning at 8 AM for our breakfast club. We'll be bringing you low prices, last chance to buy and end-of-line stock. Make sure you're watching because once the deals are gone, they're gone. Check out your Wall of Fame entries in this hour and be in with a chance to win £100 credit to your account. The Breakfast Club on Jewellery Maker.
Welcome back back to Jewellery Maker. My name is Rebecca Redican, but you can call me Becky, and it's my pleasure to be joined by the gorgeous Hannah Osborne.
Hello.
Hello, lovely Hannah, how are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
I feel like I've been spoilt with you this weekend.
I know. We've become a double act, haven't
We
we?
really have. Last night, Sneaky DVD, give us a clue about what it was about. We're probably not meant to say, but...
Should I just say some amazing beads for a birthday show that's coming up?
Yeah.
Technically the seed bead version of the birthday show.
Not just
so it's
one
the
type of
5th.
seed bead either.
The 5th of May.
Anyway, yes, I've got today as well.
Yes.
And then tomorrow,
Tomorrow on the mid-show.
the DVD launch.
Oh, I know.
If you like the earrings and the bracelet, am I
I
right
know,
saying that?
I'm sporting a few
And
of
the
them,
bracelet
yeah.
as well.
I think this was on the promo.
Then the DVD's launching tomorrow afternoon, mid-show. And if it's anything like the DVDs today, it's going to be popular. We have got today for you, and goodness, you have made.
It's all right, you know.
I've got Tutti Frutti kit coming up for you in just a few moments. You are going to adore all of the creativity. Before it though, something that I know you may well have missed out on. The beading foundation. We haven't done any of this all seed bead weekend, and we've not got any planned for tomorrow either. Seed beading foundation or backing foundation is an absolute must with the likes of your bead embroidery. So if you've never seen this before, you use it for the likes of soutache. You also use it for the likes of your seed beading. And your bead embroidery, should I say. And it essentially is the foundation, the backing for your designs. Now it is really cleverly created. So it is sturdy, but still has flex to it. It also is created so that it's very easy to pierce with a needle. So as you're piercing the needle through this, not only is there going to be no bite back from it, but also there's not little bits of strands and sort of threads that come off from this, because it is created for the medium itself. It's also porous, so if, for example, in soutache you are going to glue a cabochon onto it, it's going to stick really quick, easy and steadfast. It's a big sort of A4 sheet size that we're talking about here, so you're going to make a lot of jewellery out of this. We very rarely sell it by itself, and today we are doing it as a bit of a treat. I would strongly suggest you grab this whilst you can. We're actually going to be doing it today for £2.95. The price will come on in a little bit, the graphics just being a bit silly, so £2.95. This is the black colour as well, so great for all of those opaque gemstones and your darker seed beads. What do you like about backing foundation, Hannah?
Again, it's another essential. If you're into your seed beads, I quite like using shibori ribbons as well.
Perfect. Forgot about
So
them, yeah.
if you've got some of this as your base fabric, you're stitching everything to it, and then you might use like an ultra suede or something to then hide all the stitches that have come through.
Yes.
And it's like the middle section of the sandwich. So the beads on the front, the beading foundation in the middle, and then a suede or something on the back. And the whole thing just makes it nice and sturdy, nice and professional, and wearable as well. It's comfortable.
Yeah, and it gives it that rigidity, which is so important when you are making certain designs, certain things. And as we said before, it's so easy to pierce through with your needle. There's no. Do you mind if I actually borrow one?
No, at all.
Right. I won't pull it too far. But just to show you how easy this is, it's no demo of the year, anyone? But no, just to prove to you, because some fabrics you're really fighting against to get it through, and also once it does go through, it can pick up sort of fabrics and fibres on the way, whereas this does not. £2.95, loads of multi-buyers in on this, and no surprise to me whatsoever. What colours would you put with this, seed bead wise?
Well, you can put literally anything you like, but I would go for the stronger, darker colours. So if you had like a pastel pink, you might actually get the darkness of the backing foundation come through. But if you got like a purple or something like that, it would actually emphasise the colour rather than like not taint it, but darken it.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
So if you're using dark tones, then use the black, and if you're using like a pale or a pastel, then you might want a white one or something like that.
Well, funny you say that, because I'm going to bring the white now. And it is different strokes for different folks, so do ensure different strokes for different folks. Like, ensure that you have each colour, because it's Well, it is genuinely a must, isn't it? It's a little bit like your threads. You wouldn't just work with black threads, would you?
No, no. Again, it's like if you're using dark colours, you'd probably use a dark thread. If you want them to be like a lighter colour, then you use a crystal or a white. So if you've got a white backing foundation, you probably don't want to be stitching with a black thread.
Yeah.
So you just match them together, and it all blends.
And again, it's only £2.95. So go on in for under a fiver, for under £6, should I say, you're getting both of them. So well worth grabbing your hands on it. As I say, we do not bring you this by itself often at all. Usually they're part of big, kits. So well worth grabbing your hands on it today whilst you can. Do grab them and add them to your baskets ASAP. And as we say, depends on what you're creating. Make sure you're getting each colour if you wanted to. It's £2.95. I have got for you more seed beads to come. I just want to remind you, whilst you're there as well, I have got real artisanal makes coming up for you. So sort of handcrafted elements for your handcrafts. This is tonight's must-have. Genuine porcelain ceramic beads. Now, if you are anything like me and you have ever tried ceramics, or you have ever been to, for example, the potteries, which is around the sort of Stoke area, you will know that this is a real historical craft. We think about, when we think of pottery, we maybe think about the likes of Denby, we think maybe the likes of Wedgwood, we think of all of these very, very well-known names. And essentially, it's the porcelain and the ceramics that we've got here that have been created by hand for you to create with. I'm going to do a very special deal on these ones for you, the likes of which you've never seen before. So that's coming up this evening. Also, if you like the handcrafted elements, I have got Murano glass. Yes, the Venetian glass coming through for you as well. Let me just show you a couple of the bits and bobs. These ones are coming up for you this evening as well. So again, well worth keeping your peepers peeled for. I've got loads of kits coming up, and I'm going to start off with Tutti Frutti. Tutti Frutti donut we've created, haven't we?
It is, yes.
I adore this bundle. Did you put this kit together?
I did, yes.
So for anyone who doesn't know, Hannah, tell us your Jewellery Maker journey, because as I said, you've done different roles throughout the years, haven't you?
Oh, it's a long story, but currently I'm in the kit team, so I get to see all the new things that are coming through, gemstones and the crystals and threads and cords and all sorts of things. And then myself and Claire and Laura, we all work together and we sort of create kits and put them together, and we decide what we think might work. For example, we think of the designer and we go, right, this person is a wire worker, so we try and find something amazing gemstone wise and team it with the right wires, and then they go off and they make their beautiful creations and can show you how to be inspired by what the kit components essentially are.
So basically, Hannah gets to see everything first and then nab her favourite things for herself. And that is exactly what these kits are about. You obviously see these things and go, oh, I've got a great idea for those.
I knew exactly what I wanted to make for this, and I'd done something like this in the past with some jadeite, and it was received very well, and I thought, do you know what? The sun's coming, it is. I can feel it.
Yeah.
It's right. We are getting.
We've had a peep of it, haven't we?
Yeah. So I wanted to do something bright and colourful. There's a lot of bright colours in the shops at the moment.
Oh, so much.
Let's keep on trend.
And that's what we've got here, this beautiful, happy, optimistic collection in your Tutti Frutti. Let me give you the stats. You're getting £10 fire line in the crystal. Why did you go for the crystal with this?
Just because
because
I got the pinks in there, and the rocars in there are translucent, so you can see through. So I didn't want it to be too obvious to have where the thread was, so it sort of blends into the design.
As well as that, you've also got your Miyuki seed beads. I'm actually bringing the Duracoat galvanized 11-Os, and then you're also getting same size, is it? No, sorry, you are also getting the light amethyst, sorry. Now these are your Preciosa, aren't they?
Yes, they are. So it's a different company, but essentially do the same thing. So it's a slightly larger seed bead, and you can use them as a spacer, or you can do seed beading for seed beading's sake. So this is an example of using it as a spacer or embellishment.
These ones are your 8Os. So if you are brand new, I always think it's very confusing. You might be thinking, oh my goodness, what are all these numbers about? 11O means that you'd get 11 in an inch. 8O means you'd get 8 in an inch. So understandably, you've got different sizes there. So the 8Os, of course, slightly larger. As well as that, I'm bringing you genuine gemstones, agate and your hot pink quartz in the 4mm. How nice to add seed beads and gemstones together.
I absolutely love that, like the combination of seed beads with gemstones or seed beads with another component, because I really think it emphasises like both components. It's alive. It's rolling.
What's that film? It's like that film where the big boulder's like.
Indiana Jones.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, is it? Is that what it is?
It could be.
All right. Don't know, not seen it. Anyway, the point is, they are gorgeous together. And you saw that necklace that we've created. We're going to give you a discount deal. I said to you, did I say before the break under 30 or did I say under 25? No, I said under 30. I actually meant under 25. For you tonight, for all of this. 2 tubes of your seed beads, your Mayuki and your Preciosa, as well as 2 strands of genuine gemstones, and all of that 0.2 £10 fire line. Your deal, your price, rolling in, rolling down, just £19.95. That is such an affordable, very affordable kit price you've got here, because you're getting so much here. 2 genuine gemstones, all of that fire line with the 2 seed beads. How much is that then per item? Is it about £4? £3.99. £3.99 per item. That is astonishing, actually.
It's a bargain, really, isn't
You'll
it?
be able to buy any of these items here at Jewellery Maker for that price point, no chance. You know, especially as we said before, we were talking about the fire line earlier and well-known craft stores that can be £15, £16 for a spool similar to this. So that is a fantastic price point. You are flooding in. Well done, Cambridge, Conway. Well done to Yorkshire and Bristol. Well done, Surrey and Cambridgeshire. I've got another Surrey who's just checked out. Well done. I've got Greater London in. I've got undisclosed location. I've even got new buyers in on this. Great if you're a new buyer, because obviously we'll do the demonstration for you in a little bit so you can learn lots of goodies. I've got East Sussex in. Cheshire, you're in on this one as well. Nice work for checking out. I've got people through on the phone lines too. Well done to you all. Sabine, you've got 1 too. Nice work to you. I've just had a collector in Cheshire check out. Nice work. Conway, another one, just checked out. Bristol, you're in on this. East Sussex, nice work to you as well. Lots of you in, lots of you through. Lancashire, you're in. I've got another new customer on this one. Probably excited about this demonstration you're going to get. And it's a demonstration that I myself have never seen before. I really want to show you this necklace just to give you an idea of exactly what you're getting, because it's a sort of reversible design, isn't it?
It is, yeah. If you wanted to, you could. Well, it depends on how indulgent you're feeling. If you had both kits, you could mix the colours together. They sort of mix and match as well. So you could have like a purple on one side and a pink on the other.
Isn't that a cool idea?
Yeah.
Isn't that a fab idea? The design itself is absolutely stunning, and we are going to learn how to do it very, very, very soon indeed. Grab it whilst you can. If you've never ordered with us before, oh my goodness, it's easy. Free phone number at the bottom of your screen. That's how I personally get involved. It's dead easy. You speak to someone in a call centre literally a couple of streets down the road, or you can do it on JewelleryMaker.com. We've also got a free app that you can download. It's dead easy to do it that way as well. But it is all free. You know, there's no membership fee, or you pay this amount a month and you get it cheaper than everyone else. Everybody pays the final closing price, and for this kit right here, right now, it's $19.95. And if you are brand new to Jewellery Maker, let me just tell you that the kits that we do here very rarely just make one thing. So this kit, you know, you will have leftovers basically to make extras with as well. So enjoy that fantastic price point whilst it lasts, because it will go back up to its original price come 8 o'clock. So grab it whilst you can. I think we're going to do the second kit before we dive into the demo,
absolutely.
if that's okay with you.
To be
So
fair,
this is-
I have to confess, I've mixed the 2 kits up for the demo, but
nice.
it doesn't really matter which colourway you're working with.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this is just an alternate colourway. Why did you want to do that, Hannah?
I just like the idea that if you've seen something on TV and you think, oh, that's really nice, but I wish it was this colour or that colour, you know, it gives people a choice then, doesn't it? So I'm quite flamboyant with my choice of colours, and I'm happy to wear bright, bold, sort of Moroccan hot pinks and things like that. And other people are perhaps not as confident, and I know purple is a popular colour.
Hair's my favourite.
So I went for purple and sort of silvers and greys as an alternative.
And they do work beautifully together. What does this collection say to you?
Well, purple's sort of like a mystical colour, isn't it? There's an awful lot of sort of kind of myth and legend behind it, and it's to do with I'm just trying to think without sounding stupid, because I don't know all the proper ins and outs, but it's to do like a chakra colour and things like that.
Correct,
and
it is.
an inner mind and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so,
it is.
Yeah, I don't profess to know the ins and outs of it, but look up meanings behind the colour purple. It's fascinating.
It really is.
Yeah.
It is one of those colours that I think is very attractive, especially when you're getting it in these gemstones. Genuine amethyst and your purple quartz, 8mm and 4mm. We've also got the 2 big tubes. These ones now are your matte metallic in the 8Os, Mayuki, and your Mayuki in the galvanised 11Os, as well as that £10 Fireline, this time in the grey, so sticking with that deeper, richer colour.
Yeah, so I was thinking that the deeper colour through the purple is just only going to sort of add more depth to the colours.
Which might go great with your backing foundation in the black that we did earlier on at
fantastic,
£2.95. Low stock on that now. This is your Regal Purple collection, and as you can see, it finishes off the design completely differently, but equally as beautiful. We are giving this to you today at a sensational deal. It's rolling down in price again. We're going to copy the price, £19.95, about to come in on screen. I'll just remind you to, you know, you could do them equally. They look so professional on each side of them. And yeah, mix and match those colours, because at that price point, it really is sensational. Again, working out about £3.99 each. Good luck trying to get an 8mm natural amethyst for £3.95. I mean, it just would not happen. It's not one of those regular occurrences at all. So well worth treating yourself to it now if you possibly can. And many of you are loving this one as well. Purple's my favourite colour. I love purple. Purple to me is the colour of a hug. If I were to colour a hug in, it would be purple.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Aww.
I don't know why, it just is. So loads of people are giving themselves a lovely hug right now. Conway, Norfolk. Did you ever used to do that at school? Yeah? What? You know what I mean? That, like you were pretending you were kissing someone?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean, don't you? When you used to...
Oh, she's going to do it, yeah.
You know what I mean? Did you? Don't all jump at once. Okay, let's move on.
Rebecca Redican, everybody.
Gosh, wow. We learned a lot then. Let's dive on into a demo. Can I just remind you, if you have got any questions for this lovely lady beside me, it's 60777. Start the text with the word JM Studio. For example, you might like to ask Hannah, what's your favourite genre of music and why?
Oh, well, it's changed, actually.
Oh, okay.
So you could, I know it sounds weird, but I did grow up a bit of a glam rocker.
I love that.
So Bon Jovi, AC/DC,
Oh,
Aerosmith in
amazing.
particular.
Oh, wow.
And now I'm more of a Michael Bublé, Ed Sheeran kind of a person.
Oh, I love that.
I don't know why. It's probably I'm getting old, you know, calming down a bit.
Develop and change. I love that. So feel free to ask questions like that if you want to, or jewellery making related. We'll dive on into the demonstration now, and as I say, get those texts in because Hannah is with us all the way through until this evening when we close at 10. So, Hannah, my love, I am with you. Where do we need to start?
So I might actually take my bracelet off so I don't get it caught on the
From the DVD
thread.
tomorrow.
Yes.
DVD tomorrow. I do know the launch time, I think. Is it 3? I think it's 3. 2 or 3.
I
Anyway,
don't know
I'll let you
anymore.
in a bit. But it's tomorrow afternoon. I'm pretty sure it's at 3. The Iris Duo, yeah. It is 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. We're going to be launching that for you tomorrow with the lovely Hannah, so do tune in for that because it's fab, the DVD. It is fantastic. Okay, I'm with you, my love.
Okay, so we're going to start off. I've got 4, so I'm going to start off with a purple, and then a stage I've stepped to goes pink. So it's not your eyes, it's me just switching colours. So I've started off with quite a long section of thread. For the whole thing, if you don't want to add thread in, if you can manage it, I'd go with about 2 meters, but you can add thread in if you can't work with that length. And then I'm just going to pass the needle back through the same 4 beads to start with, so that we get our starting point, which is this little cluster of 4 here. And then, actually, for this one, I might actually just tie a little knot to secure it. Normally, you don't want too many knots in, but because this is a demo piece, just make it a bit faster for me. So then I'm going to essentially add kind of petals. If you imagine it, this is the centre of a flower, I'm adding petals as I go. So I'm going to pick up 3 of the same size beads. 1, 2 and 3 like that, and then I'm going to go in a loop, so the thread's coming out of this top edge here, so going through the same bead in a loop like that, and you get 2 of them stuck together. And then it's important you then rotate the work, and then you pass the needle through the base bead again, so the base bead being one of the first 4 that were stitched together. Now this time we're going to add a petal, but we've already got some beads for that section. So you only actually need to pick up 2 this time. So I'm going to pick up 2 like that.
Tutti Frutti Kit's now on screen. That's the one with the pinks. We've got around about 40% of the stock gone.
Okay, and then I'm going to make a loop, and I'm going to come through the top of this bead and straight down through the bead where your thread's coming out from. Like that. So you get a section of 4 again, but it's on the side. And then I'm going to rotate my work again. And then again, very important to always go through the next base bead along before you try and add your next petal. So the first one had 3 beads, the second one had 2, the third one has 2. Pick up 2 like that. And again, you're looking for the bead that your thread is exiting from, and then the outermost one from the previous petal. And you go in a loop like that. Now at this point, I'm going to try and force all of these outer beads up on top of those base beads. So it looks like it's like a little chair. I don't know if you can see very well. And now you have to think of it as a cube. So we've got the base bead is the one side, then you've got 1, 2, 3 walls in place, and then the front wall is missing. So we're going to go through the base bead first, like that, and then you're going to come up through the outermost wall there. Then you're going to add 1 bead, and you're going to come down through the opposite wall here, and you're kind of closing the side of the cube up. So it almost looks like a little blackberry as well at this point. Okay. So when you get there, you've got to then go through the base bead again, and what you want to do is bring your thread up to the top edge of this little box. So going up through the side again, and we're going into the top bead, and what that does is it brings the thread to where you want to start building your next one, but because this is quite loose, you need to reinforce it. So we're going to go through all of the top 4 beads.
If you love this purple colour, that kit's about to come on your screen. We did fantastic discount on that one again, $19.95, meaning each component, including the genuine amethyst, comes in at $3.99 approximately each.
Okay, so you've got your first little section, and then you start to do the same thing again, but this time your base beads are the top beads here.
Okay.
So if you pick up 3, first petal always has 3 beads. Then the next 2 have 2 beads, and the last one just has 1. So 3 beads, round in a loop through there. I've actually changed direction with the stitching, but that doesn't matter. And again, pass it through the next base bead, pick up 2. This one's running away. So through the outermost bead of the petal and the base bead that your thread's exiting from.
We have had a text in for you.
Have you?
It's a question. Evening, Hannah, could you use 2mm 925 beads instead of the seed beads to make this design, please? Or would they be too big? Thank you.
So,
good question.
2mm
2mm.
925 beads instead of the seed beads to make this. Gosh, you could. It would look fantastic. It'd be worth a lot of money, I would think, when you've made it, because
Yeah.
there'd be quite a few in there.
Yeah. I actually think the 2mm are smaller. No, sorry, 2mm are the same size as an 11-0, aren't they?
Yeah.
So these ones are your 11Os, yeah?
Yeah. So
Bob on then. So it's perfect size, isn't it?
The matte grey in the purple kit is an 8, so it's bigger. But the silver ones in the purple kit are the same size as that, and the gold ones in the Tutti Frutti ones
That's a lovely
would be
idea.
the same size.
Very luxurious.
There we go. So I'm just getting to the point where I'm just adding that last bead into there, and then by the magic of TV, I'll bring you one that I've made earlier.
Speaking of the magic of TV, magical DVD coming up for you soon. Approximately 15 minutes away. This one here, with... They'll be coming up straight after, but you might already have the DVD, but you've run out of these. We'll bring these to you. You might have neither. We'll bring them both. So they're coming up in a bit.
Brilliant. So just going to swap. It's going to change colours now. So it's not your eyesight. It is me. I did the other stage in the pink earlier.
Perfect.
So let's move that out of the way. And then this one, I'm just going to count how many I've got there. So the way I'm counting my sections is to pick one line of the beads and count those. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I've used 11 of those sections for the centre.
I see. Okay.
So this is the tricky bit, if there is one to sort of pay attention to, and that is you've got to offer the ends together. You want it to be quite fluid, so it's, in some ways they'll be more flexible than others, so you've just got to find, so that way it doesn't want to go that way at all for some reason.
But
And
that way it's fine.
That's just to do with the tension. So what you're looking for is the opposite bead to the one you're working from. So what I mean by that, let's just get that in a position here. So on this, the opposite bead for this one is going to be here, kind of the mirror image. This one pairs up with this one. Can you see that?
Yeah.
The top one pairs up with the furthest away, and this one pairs up with that one. So we're still working in sections of 4. So I'm going to do a different colour to show you where I'm going, because it can get a bit confusing. So I've picked up one bead. I'm coming out of this bead, so I'm going to go through its opposite, which is there. Okay, and then pick up another bead and come back through it again. I'll just twist it to get the thread through. Like that, and pull them together. So that zips those up. And now normally you'd be going through a base bead. So this time the base bead is the next bead here. So you're stepping up through your design. And actually, what I want to do is push that down slightly. So we're going to add a bead, if I can pick it up. So the opposite for this bead here is going to be that one there. You see that? This bead, its opposite is there. So I'm going to go through. Sorry, I've got to turn it around to get the needle through, otherwise I'm at a funny angle. And you get that section of 4 appeared on the side. And then again, just work the thread through until you're at a point that you need to carry on. So I'm going to come out until, like, pass it through until I'm back on the top of the design.
Now the great thing about this file line is you can take it through multiple times, even on genuine gemstones like this.
So this one, I just want that to be a little bit tighter, just give it a little wiggle to make sure it's there. Then I'm going to pass this through the next bead along here. And it doesn't matter which way you work the beads, as long as you know that you're stitching through the opposite bead that matches it. So I'm going to pick up one more of these.
Tutti Frutti kit's currently on your screen. It came with agate, quartzite, loads of fire line, big tube of Mayuki seed beads, and your Preciosa seed beads as well. So if you want to grab that, then they are currently on screen. Lots of you with it in your baskets. Do check out, just because I have... Do you know what? I've literally think I've got like 30 left. A huge percentage of stock's gone, huge percentage. It looks like we've got about 30 left, that's it. So do be quick if you want them.
Okay, all I'm doing now is I'm going through all of the sides of what would be that cube. So I'm just making sure there's no floppiness to that particular join there. Pass the needle through there. So each section of 4 in that cube, just reinforce it. So you'd probably pay a bit more attention than I have from there. And then you're going to add some embellishment to the top. So if you pick up, if I just pull these down because pushed them out of shot slightly. Sorry about that. What I want to do is add one of these lovely sort of hot pink beads, so it sits on the top there.
Okay.
So I'm just going to pick up, have I done it a rocal first? Let me check.
Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah, rocal and then 2, and then through one of these lovely pink ones, and then 2 11-0s in a rocal again like that. So I'll try and do it so you can see what I'm doing. I'm effectively going to diagonally stitch this so that that sits on top of one of the sections of 4. So if you imagine, so from this side, you can see there's a section of 4 that's sitting on top of. It's coming out here, and you're looking for its diagonal opposite to stitch through. So I'm going to go down into that bead there. That forces that to sit on the top, and then you work your needle through until you can get to the next upward bead, if you like. I might have to turn this around so I can see what I'm doing. I'll start through there. So the thread's all hidden away. Pop that one up through there. And then again you can pick up your beads in the same order. So a couple of the 11s and the rocal again. And then this is going to zigzag across. So again, it's going to sit on top of that next section of 4, next to the first one, and then it's coming out of here, so it needs to be the diagonal opposite, which is going to be here. Okay, so just pass that through there, and you just continue that all the way round. Whoops. And you can add as much embellishment as you like, and then all I've done, I don't know how much time I've got, but okay, so I won't actually stitch all the way. What I'll do, can I borrow that?
Of course you can.
Necklace, if I compare it, and then I'll talk you through how to finish it, because there you go, I'll bring both. It goes through. So you go around with the donut, you add all of these beads onto the outer edge, like that, and you'll find that they're on a diagonal to start with.
Yeah.
This bit,
Yeah, I can see
and you
that.
want to straighten them up. So once you've added them all, you then do a pass of the needle with 8 O's in between, or rocals in this case, and you just go straight through the centre of your gemstone and then add 2 rocals and straight through. And what it does is it forces them to straighten up.
I see.
And they sit on the top. And then this is all embellishment on the top. So you work in circles, and you can add whatever you like, really. And if you get to a point where there's quite a lot of thread, but you haven't finished passing through, you can actually switch to a smaller needle, like a size 12,
okay,
and you'll be able to pass it through. So I'm hoping that wasn't too rushed through. You can actually have a look on the...
I think that's fabulous.
The what is it, JM guest designer Hannah Osborne
Yes,
page.
yes.
If you're not sure, I'm happy to explain it again on there.
Yeah.
Apologies for my burnt finger. I just noticed there was a close up on that.
Don't worry, it's fine. Did that on a grill pan, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Yeah,
And aloe vera plants are brilliant.
Yeah. Hannah, thank you
yeah.
so much for showing us that. This one that you've just seen there is the Tutti Frutti. This one in the finished design is the one with the regal purple. And just as a reminder, you get plenty to make this design. The regal purple is coming back on your screen. It came with the 2 large tubes of your Miyuki seed beads. It also came with purple quartz, your amethyst, 4 mil 8 and 8 mil, and then it came with your £10 45 meters of your fire line. So very popular, both of them, in fact. If you do want to grab the final few, £19.95, but as I say, low stock on both of these ones. Hannah, great demonstration. And well done on making such a beautiful kit as well. It's lovely, isn't it? Let me remind you of lovely Hannah's DVD coming up in a little bit. This is coming up for you in a few minutes, as are the 2-hole cabochons straight after that you're going to need to work with for this. So that's coming up in a bit. Before it all, though, let me bring to you White Howlite. which is the perfect size.
Perfect size to add to these kits, absolutely.
So you could almost do a stripe design with these, or because these are a little bit kind of texturally different, it could give a different look as well, couldn't it?
If you team that with like a black or a grey or something, you'd have a really striking kind of 60s style Mary Quant effect donut, wouldn't you?
That's a lovely description. I love that. I think they would look quite good as well. I can use the backing foundation, is that right? Sorry, my director's talking to me. Yes, for me, it's got a touch of the kind of White Walker, Game of Thronesiness about it. You know what I mean? We played Snog, Marry, Avoid with Game of Thrones the other day.
Oh, right.
I won't ask you to take in part because you've literally seen no episodes ever, have you?
No.
Zero.
Never.
Zilch. Nada.
I can't do scary things because my brain makes it real. I'm just a bit weird like that.
It is creepy.
I stopped reading horror because of that as well.
Oh, no, it is kind of creepy. It is a little bit scary.
Yeah.
Do you know what? No, the Night King was not the one I avoided. No. No, I avoided Joffrey. He's a good one to avoid, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? He's a good one to avoid. And I said that I would marry Khaleesi because that chick's got dragons. You know what I mean?
Oh, is she the blonde one?
Yeah.
Okay, so
she's beautiful, isn't she? And she's got dragons. You'd never have to drive anywhere.
I'd love to own a dragon.
Be ace that, wouldn't
Would
it?
be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
As long as it was, used to you being the handler, so it wasn't a scary thing to have locked away.
No, that's very true. Anyway, £2.95. Oh yeah, you could whip off anywhere on holiday. We were talking about how expensive air travel can be. How brilliant would that be? Should we nip over to Ibiza? Yeah, go on.
Can you imagine the air traffic control tower?
Yeah, come on, Dino.
Yeah.
That's what I'd call my
Dino.
dragon.
Dino.
Come on, Dino. Oh, no. How fast do they go, do you reckon? About 80 miles an hour. Surely they go quicker than that, don't they? Anyway. Let's do some kunzite, shall we? In fact, let's do a little run around before that, run off rounds before we do the DVD. Oh, this is a luxurious looking strand.
I love this colour, it's beautiful.
Ooh, what do you love about it?
I think it's just because it's so subtle, but it's one of those ones that all the different beads are all different. So some of them have got depth of colour, some of them are clear, some of them have got that sort of sheen, milky sheen to them almost. I think they're fabulous, and they work wonderfully with either pink or purple. So again, you could add that. You could have a kunzite donut if you wanted.
Wow.
That would be awesome, wouldn't it?
Oh my goodness, how is that so low in price? You and I remember bringing rounds at £80.
Yes.
For kunzite.
Wow.
Same gemstones, same location, same natural beauty, and we're not stopping there. We are rolling this down. Wow, under £20, by a far away, £14.95 for your kunzite. You mentioned how this goes really nicely with purple. I have got one of the most luxurious amethyst strands I've brought to you in quite some time. In fact, probably the most saturated this year. I'm going to be bringing to you not only one of the most saturated, but one of the most famous locations in some of the biggest sizes.
Wow.
Oh,
my
look
word.
at how much life is within this. Oh my goodness. Zambian amethyst coming up for you very, very soon indeed, in a little bit. As well, I've got, don't forget, tonight's must-have is coming up. Beautiful porcelain, handcrafted ceramic beads coming up for you. Very, very, very exciting to be able to... I always think it's exciting to be able to work with something that somebody else has worked with to craft and create. These are coming up for you in around about 22.5 minutes-ish. I've also got Murano glass time as well. Before all of that, though, I have got a few more things to squeeze in before the DVD. So I'm going to bring to you some more big rounds. Blimey. Huge.
Ooh. A depth of colour on those. Aren't they fab?
Wow. These are garnet. Very intense, tonally very dark. So if you love that, if you like that more maybe sort of depth, then this is definitely the one for you. These, you can see all of the individual personality in each one of them. Tonally, very, very dark. I would actually be placing this close to the sort of 85% mark, to be honest, in areas. Very dark, very deep. So I think it gives you a level of maturity about them. You've got 420 carats. They're big centimetre rounds, 10 mil. We're doing it for another sensational price. This is a birthstone, so usually price per carat, it's up there. Not today though, it's £12.95. It's darker, it's deeper, it's more intense. I think it's quite grabbing in many ways. Would look gorgeous with some of your brighter tones if you wanted to juxtapose it. And actually I think would go sensationally well with Murano. If I just pop that down, I'm just gonna use this one to grab one. I actually think,
yeah, I think any of those would be beautiful with it. That sort of looks like, yeah, look at that. That's sort of like a deep, sort of reddy burgundy colour.
That Murano, yeah. And that goes really nicely. Or really make it pop with something like the gold, maybe even.
Yeah.
Just as a centrepiece, because that's the great thing about these Murano glass. There's so much personality. You literally need one, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
To go pop to zinc or pop to pink. Oh, no, that's microwave, isn't it? That's a microwave, isn't it? Pop to pink.
Don't put them in the microwave.
No, don't do that. That was a lovely little song you just did there. Ping, pop, 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 ping. Thank you. Let's go.
He's happy in his work, you know.
Oh, he is.
Singing away.
He is. If he was one of the seven dwarfs, he would be
Happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Happy.
No, that's the
Mr. Man. Yeah. But get where you're going with it. Oh, these are earthy too. First thoughts.
Ooh. Look at the colours in that.
Petersite, we don't get to see that often, do we?
It's lovely.
Very artistic, I think.
Do you know what they are? I really love all the sort of like it's kind of like woodland, sort of earthy, like fusion of colours again.
Great description.
Love it.
Very deep and intense. Every single one is like artwork. When you're getting Petersite, you do get these moments of chatoyancy within the texture as well, which I think not only is quite surprising, but also adds a little extra je ne sais quoi. You have that depth, that beauty to these ones, and you've got something with, as you say, beautiful woodland colours. We are going to do you a price drop on these too. Should be £36.95. It's understandable. Totally natural Petersite. Does not happen every single day at all. But we are going to go lower because we can. We're getting you ready and raring for fantastic deals at £17.95. That's a big price drop. That's a big price drop we've just done for you there. Saving you massive amounts of money today. In fact, to be specific, £19, making it quite a bit better than half price. So if you've never tried Petersite before, now is your chance to get it home. It's a really heavy gemstone. The specific density on this is intense, and you can feel it. When you wear this, you can feel that luxury, which I always think is beautiful. Again, with the Murano glass.
Yeah, definitely. Look at that. And a gold seed bead to top it off.
Gorgeous idea. You have got something, loads of you in for this one. Let me just show you with the gold seed beads. These came in the kit, actually. That works nicely, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just going to make all the colours pop, I think.
It's nice to have something a bit different in your collection as well, isn't it? And I think that's what Petersite is. Or, in fact, which colour would you go for?
Maybe the bronzy colour?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yep, that works.
I think.
This looks like the... no, have you ever watched Big Hero 6?
Oh, yeah.
It's like the head of it, isn't it?
Do you think?
Yeah. Or one of those robotic hoovers. That's what Liam's saying. Good. Yeah. How do you feel about a star buy that shows you exactly how you can use those? All right then, it's coming up now. Star buy. So, Hannah, this is your DVD. Remember, we've got a launch of a brand new one tomorrow. This is your two-hole cabochon jewellery DVD.
Yes.
Tell us about why this came into fruition, please.
Well, it was kind of a surprise. So the lovely Victoria from our buying team had found these amazing beads. They are called cabochons because of the shape, but they do actually have two drill holes through them, which means, a bit like the Super Duos or the Irish Duos, when there's a couple of drill holes there, it gives you more flexibility and it's more versatile. Mm-hmm. So these are lovely big sort of like, they're almost like, you know, like the sweets, the minstrels. Mm-hmm. They're a bit like that, like kind of to feel them. So you've got a lovely sort of, they're tactile, but they're brilliant with seed beads, and you can use them with wire, you can use them with beading thread. They're fantastic. So what I did with that particular DVD was just to kind of introduce you to them. So if you've never used them before, it's a very nice way of getting into using those for the most part with seed beads. Yeah. So I've done there's some fringe earrings in there, and they are. It's kind of like a tassel of beads from the bottom of one of these, and with a shepherd's hook on there. And then there's something called the Dots and Daisies bracelet, which again it's very simple threading technique, and it's good for people that have never actually used anything like this before. Zigzag bracelet in there. That actually uses. We had like packs of 5 of them, I think, originally, and it used all 5 in the design. So it's kind of like a 3-strand bracelet with a zigzag pattern through, and then these sort of like pops of colour through the middle of them. The bubble necklace was another one that was on there, which sort of played on the colour of the particular 2-hole cabochon that I was using. Oh look, there we go. So that's Dots and Daisies one. That's the zigzag in motion. That looks like the start of the bubble. Yeah, there's the bubble necklace.
That's the bubble necklace. Yeah. That's gorgeous.
And then that one is the Art Deco, just because like the initial colours, the green, gold, and the black together, and that's sort of where it came from, and sort of a nod to the flapper style jewellery with the tassels and things like that.
Gorgeous.
So yeah, so the DVD shows you how to make all of those projects, and then the kits that we had, basically you could buy any colourway, and you could make any of the patterns, any of the designs. Yeah. So for this, like you've got a massive bundle with loads of them.
We have got oodles. So
I think you could really go to town with it. I think if you've got this.
The DVD is around about an hour long. All you really need, as we say, are these that I'm going to bring you next, with some seed beads and your usual needles and threading material. For the DVD, £4.95. It has been popular. I have only got 90 left. That is literally it. If everybody checks out their baskets, I'm going to have half of that stock gone. So please do be quick off the mark on this one. It is a fantastic way of, you know, creating something a little bit different. And can I just ask, because this DVD, could it be for beginners, or do you need to be more advanced, or is it for everyone?
It's a bit of both, really. So I've deliberately done some that are very simple in their technique. So in particular, the Dots and Daisies one is a nice simple one, and the earrings are nice simple ones. The zigzag bracelet takes a bit more patience, but ultimately you can do it. You know, so it's just sticking with it, I think, for that particular one. And then yeah, I mean, everyone can try it. Everyone can have a go. And even if you can't make sort of exactly what I've made, you'll probably find that once you start to use them, I always find that the beads kind of lead you into designs anyway. So you might discover that you could come up with something that I haven't put on the DVD that actually you prefer, but you can use elements of the techniques that I've shown you to make that jewellery.
That's fab, isn't it? Half the stock gone on this now. With this DVD, obviously we're launching one tomorrow. Just whilst everyone else is checking out and we're getting to very low stock on this, give us a little idea of what the DVD is about tomorrow.
The one tomorrow, so that is the
launching at 2ish.
Iris Duos. So, well, if I bring that one in.
Yeah, go on.
So there we go. So this is one of the bracelets, and I'll take one of the earrings out as well and pop it with it, go like that. So the Iris Duos are actually these little sort of diamond shapes in the patterns, And then, yeah, it's a whole load of different ways of stitching these together. So some are sort of more 3D like these are, some of them are flat designs. And it just teaches you, like from scratch, how to make a number of different projects. And we're going to have so many different colourways of kits as well, so that you can pretty much make any of the designs in any of the colourways, just depending on your choice. Yeah, I can't wait, really. It's really exciting.
That'll be tomorrow for you. Low stock now on this DVD. So I'm wishing you luck. I've got just over 35 people with it in their baskets. So if you do fancy it, you've got to be quick off the mark whilst you can, because as we say, there's a lot of projects on this. You're getting the intro, which tells you what you need, and then you're getting 5 individual separate makes. So brilliant, full jam-packed DVD. And remember, £4.95. It's your DVD to keep. You can play around with it and play it and replay it as many as you want. And also for, you know, the 5 demos, the thing I always ask guest designers is, obviously you do workshops, etc. How long in days would it take you to teach all of these in a workshop?
Oh my gosh! So
because obviously in a workshop they make things and finish things essentially.
Normally, if I'm running a workshop, I probably wouldn't have more than 2 different designs, because you need to introduce people at all different levels to seed beading or to using the actual medium, and then everyone's trying to learn at slightly different speeds as well. So. Generally, I'd say you'd have 2 projects in a day. Yeah. With a break for lunch. So sort of and 2.5 days to sort of get your eyes back focused, because if you're seed beading for a long time, it's you know, it can be taxing. So give yourself a break in the middle. So
sort of 2.5 days worth of workshop for £4.95. Yeah. Good luck all. I know what you've been waiting for. These 2-hole cabochons. They are coming up for you now. In
so
total,
they really are.
You're getting 45. You obviously are part of the team that deals with, you know, bringing goodies like this to us. You just said they're so limited. Why?
It's just because I think it takes quite a long time for the manufacturers to produce things in the quantities that we require here. So I know we're in talks with the suppliers to try and get something for a Christmas show that's coming up. So hopefully I'll have another colourway sometime in July.
July, Christmas in July,
So fingers crossed, then I'll be able to bring some again. But it just takes such a long time because the colours that we've chosen are quite specific. Yeah. It might be that they have to do a new run of that colour specifically for us. So you know, there's a lot of negotiation going on.
Yeah, perfect. Less than 30 now with everyone checking out. Your colours, I've got doubles of some, but there's blue zircon, full Labrador, gold cabochons, your garnet colour, your jet bronze colour, your jets as well. They're all 18mm, they're each in 5 packs, but as I say, you're getting 2 of some, 45 in total. Each have 2 of the drill holes in. Your price point today, this is an incredible price. I didn't realise it was going this low. Blimey. £12.95. Oh that is about 3p per one. That is not a price we should have done these for. Wow, that's incredible. Okay, next time, like we say, that we're probably going to get ones like this in is for our Christmas in July shows, and that is a hopefully. It is not a guarantee. So please, if you love them, grab them. ASAP, now single figures, over 20 with it in your baskets. Well done everyone who checked out quick. I'm so sorry, but not everyone's going to get these now. So £12.95, good luck all. Can I just also remind you, if you love these kind of colours, I have got Murano glass coming up in a bit. I've also got lovely ceramics coming up for you too. Those are about to sell out, good luck. I've got to move on because they're low stock, but they have sold out now. But well done everyone who got it. Let me bring you some seed beads whilst you're there, and we're going to do a fantastic deal on these. You're going to love this, my love. Here we go. Oh, hey up, Liam's going. Bex, you're going to love this name. This name is Wicked. We got 8 O's. We got 8 O's. I don't get that. Do you? No. Is that meant to be a thing? Is it a play on words? It's like down with the kids in it. His words, not mine. We got 8 O's, he's saying. Do you get it, Tom?
I must be getting old.
You must be getting old.
Yeah, I don't know what it means.
Obviously, we're not down with the kids. Just you. To be fair, Liam is the youngest person on the team. Are you 24? Yeah, so obviously we're not down with the kids. But the point is, one thing we are down on is price.
Oh, yes.
They're all ATOs, a selection of different colours. Today, drop-down deal, of course. £15.95, and that's
really
for
good.
5 tubes,
Yeah.
remember? So £3.19 approximately per tube you're getting here today. And as you can see, you're getting a selection of colours. Your matte white, your flame red, your metallic light bronze, and your galvanised eggplant, or aubergine if you're that way inclined. Obviously you're getting 2 of the metallic reds as well. I love the aubergine colour, really
It's gorgeous,
do.
isn't it?
Why do we always say, you know, if you see a colour you like, get it, because we can't always get it in?
Well, it's to do with batch colours as well. So even if we ordered exactly the same colour again,
Yeah.
there is a chance there might be a slight variation in the colour.
Yeah.
Because they've got to rerun the whole process to do it again.
Yeah.
So if you see something and you like it, chances are that's the only time you're going to be able to get it.
Yeah.
And once it's gone, it's gone. And we don't always order the same colours or sizes back in again.
Very true.
We're always trying to bring new and exciting things. So you know, as things disappear, it might be that we physically can't get them again. So depending on whether the manufacturers can deal with the quantities and the colours that we want at the time.
So always worth grabbing, especially when they're at fantastic deals like this Seed Bead weekend, always worth grabbing goodies like this when you can. Just to let you know, by the way, the DVD is basically a sellout, a couple left. If you watch it on the repeat, it may well have gone, but it's always worth a phone. Let me bring to you another treat now. Which one was it? Sorry, love. There's nothing in there. Oh, there's 1 tube. Okay.
Ooh.
1 tube of your 15O's Mayuki Sparkle in the dark grey. Now, I'll show you the size of the tube, but then I'll flip it so you can see what you're getting inside. So your 15O's are more delicate. What are these good for, Hannah?
Well, these are really good. If you bought the Delicas earlier, I always like to have a 15O Miyuki to cinch them in afterwards. So if you're making sort of bezels around a cabochon or around the 2-hole cabs if you wanted to, the 15Os are the bit that actually cinch it all together at the last minute. So they're quite important.
Yeah.
They are quite small to work with, but that's the beauty of it, because they sort of blend in with the rest of the work. They almost disappear in some cases.
Brings you that little bit of detail at a very little price, $2.99. So I'm going to leave those ones in for you whilst we go to a break, because it is that time already. We've only got 2 hours left of our Saturday Seed Bead evening, and boy, we've got so much more to come. I have got coming up for you another incredible kit. I've got Murano glass coming up for you as well. Bargains to galore. Do not go anywhere. We'll be back with you in a few.
Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Are you new to Jewellery Maker? For a limited time, we're offering new customers a wonderful free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful genuine gemstone strands in an organza bag. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will be automatically added to your order when you make your first purchase. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, colour and type will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your gemstones, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share. Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
At Jewellery Maker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easier to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. It's easy to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 65,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
Say that we here at Jewellery Maker were maybe originally best known for our genuine gemstones. Would you agree with that when you maybe first found us? We were all about genuine gemstones. That is essentially all we did. If you were going to make a piece of jewellery, it was with genuine gemstones. And what I love about where we are at now as a company is we still do more genuine gemstones than possibly any other crafting channel, but we also bring you added extras to take your jewellery to that next level. Because I suppose it's a little bit like, I don't know, having a cooking channel, but actually only ever cooking with, you know, I don't know, vegetables, for example. What we're offering to you is, it's not the best example, I'll be honest, but it happened. What we're going to be doing for you right here, right now, is one of our newer additions to the jewellery making family. And what I love about this is that it is true art for you to create your own art. So these are hand-created ceramic porcelain. And what we have got for you here is a range of your potteries that have been created by hand, and they go through different stages. Obviously, they go through the forming process, and then they go through the glazing and firing process, well, the firing and glazing process. And essentially, they are all individually created. Now, I live up north, and I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, I live up north. And when I was younger, and recently even, I've you know, been to the potteries. You may well know kind of the potteries, you know, as I said before, around Stoke. You may well know the likes of Wedgwood, and you filmed at Wedgwood, did you? And at Middleport Pottery. Both in Stoke, of course. Also, yeah, as well as those, you will probably know of, you know, Denby, for example, as well as many other brands. We have got for you here, you have got beautiful quality in these beads. Now, what we're getting on these ones is your 15 mil. You are getting 15, oh hang on, 15 mil, are they? You got 115, and you're getting the 2 11 mils on these ones, and you are getting 10 pack of each. Very, very durable, very beautifully individually glazed you've got with these ones. And the great thing about these kind of looks and these finishes is I think it just makes it look very, very luxurious. If I just show you the drill holes on them as well, very sizable apertures that you're getting on these, and I love the fact that that makes it more usable. It makes it very, very workable. You're able to get a lot of different things individually through this. You're able to, so very workable indeed. Can I just ask you, lovely Hannah, first off about the ceramic porcelain itself. Some people are saying, you know, that these ones aren't porcelain. We've got the description, and our description does say ceramic porcelain within it, just to let everyone know. But yeah, what do you like about the idea of working with ceramic beads like this?
I think it's just because it's another medium, isn't it? Another genre. So it's another dimension to all the beading that you already do. So you can combine them if you want to with gemstones or with crystals or whatever you like, or you can keep it as just ceramics. Mm-hmm. I think some of them are slightly lighter than some of our gemstones as well. So if you mix the two, yeah. It makes some of the jewellery perhaps easier to wear for those that don't like you know, some necklaces, you know they're there, and others you can't really feel them.
You're right.
So like if it was amber, you wouldn't feel it at all. But perhaps, you know, some of the petersite earlier is quite dense, isn't it? So that would be quite heavy. Agree. So you could perhaps mix that with a ceramic. Yeah, of course. And then it just lightens the load a little. Yeah. But these particular ones, I think they're really nice. You can bead round them if you want to as well, and through them. Mm-hmm. So you can make like a feature bead out of it, and mm-hmm. have like for example, the blue. Yeah. And then you can have like little seed beads on the outside of it. So it's almost like a textured bead. Yeah. And you know, the possibilities are endless, really. Mm. I love them. I mean, you can add it. You can do netting even and pop them in the middle. That's a lovely idea. So you might just have like a single strand of beading thread, and then use seed beads to net around them, so you can see the colour of the bead, mm-hmm. and then you've got the seed beads, and then it just adds another dimension to your jewellery. Mm. It's just incredible, isn't it? Yeah. Absolutely magical. I absolutely love and adore these. As Hannah's just put it so beautifully, she really truly has. So it's all about the size, it's all about the individuality, it's all about the versatility. And also remember that when we're talking about, you know, this kind of elements, you've got sort of very, very small, almost microscopic elements of genuine gemstone in there. Of course, clay is partly made up of small elements of quartz, isn't it? So what we've got in here is very, very dense and strong because we've got so much of it. It's not like, for example, you know, a very fine china plate, for example. These are very, very sturdy. There's a lot within there. They've got that added gloss, but also added protection in the glaze in many ways, aren't there? So you've got a lot going on in here, but the price point is anything other than a lot. I think there's been a lot in the news of late about the likes of ceramics, haven't there? As I've said, about the potteries, etc., and about essentially it becoming a lost art, and sadly,
you know, certain places going out of business. I think it's beautiful as a material. I think it's a very historical material. I think it's a very creative material, and I love the idea that these are individually created for you to individually create your own pieces. If you love that connection, you are going to love how affordable we're taking this today. Should be. £17.85. I already think that's a very good price for what this is.
That's really good as well. I mean, if you were to buy individual ceramic beads from most of the hobbying kind of places, you know, you can pay £1 for a couple.
Yeah, you can.
You know,
yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah.
You've got a whole load of them.
Yeah, and you do, as we said, you're getting a total of 40 here. So even if it was, you know, £1 for two, already you're looking at the £20 mark. So already a good price. Going way better though. In fact, this is going to be very unpopular. We're going to £8.95. I have got so many multi-buyers on this. Everybody pays that final closing price of just £8.95, and that is for all of them. You're looking, no wait, is that right? No. Hang on. Is that about 20p per bead? 22p per bead? That's amazing, isn't it? 22p per bead approximately we're talking about here. And I honestly, absolutely just love them. I think they're going to go great with the Murano glass I've got coming up. I think they go lovely with your genuine gemstones as well, just an idea. But, you know, something like that as a design, I think would work beautifully, obviously using the drill hole as it would be used, but I think genuine gemstones with the likes of these are perfect to work together, because I suppose it's absolutely and completely each to their own. Some people just want to work genuine gemstones by themselves, and that's absolutely completely fine. And for me, I'm not afraid of mixing elements like this, because I think it just takes them to a different level. It takes your designs. Pretty much every single one of you is a multi-buyer now. Okay, very low in stock already, very low. Loads of you coming in. We're making nothing but mates on this, by the way, genuinely. If you want to get this, you have to check out quick. These are my multi-buyers. I've got people in undisclosed locations getting 3. I've got West Yorkshire getting a couple. I've got Cheshire getting a couple. I've got Berkshire getting a couple. I've got Essex getting a couple as well. I have got many multi-buyers. North Yorkshire, Gloucestershire, Dorset. I've got another multi-buyer in Cheshire. I've got the Yorkshire as well, another one multi-buying. Sussex, well done. Multi-buyers as well, another one in Devon, well done to you. Loads of you flying through for these ones. I think they are genuinely just beautiful. I love them. I love the way they feel. I love the way they look, and I think that the pieces they're going to make are beautiful, whether you use the colours together or you use them individually. I think they're going to work wonderfully, so do enjoy them, do have fun with them. The aquamarine's coming up really soon. In fact, by really soon I mean now. Well done to everyone who got those. I'm going to grab myself a set of these ones as well, just because I think the story of them is beautiful. Okay, well done. Hang on. There we go. I'm going to bring you your aquamarine now. This is a brand new strand, never before seen. Well done on that brand new bundle. By the way, that bundle will go back up to £17.85 in a few hours, so grab it if you want it. These big carat weight on your aquamarine, and I love the shape. The shape's really unusual. We called it the cylinder. It's got a touch of the lollipop, that's what Paul's saying. Yeah, I agree with you there, actually. What we've got here is your sort of cylindrical shape that has got a slight dome on either end. I think it makes it look a little bit more, maybe a little bit more sleek and dainty than that of, for example, your tubes. And I also think it makes them a little bit less sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? It's essentially making them a little bit more streamlined in a manner, and maybe a little bit more dainty. I love the idea of doing these in a rosary link. I think because of those 2 angled sort of edges that you get, it would look beautiful with almost a full stop of wire as a rosary link. We are bringing to you 350 carats. As this is the first time out the gate, and lovely Hannah's smiling across at them, I'd love to know what you're thinking, Hannah.
Well, I think the shape's lovely. I don't think I've seen that shape before. So
no.
I've got a habit of making myself long line necklaces. So I was just thinking I quite like the idea of combining some of the Murano with the aquamarine, because one of them's got like a lovely sort of pastel blue colour to it, and I think they'd set each other off very nicely. And then just put either sections of chain or lengths of just single threaded seed beads between them, and then just one that you can literally pop over your head, and you could wear it with a t-shirt, or you could wear it with an evening dress, you know, whatever you liked. Nice and what's the word? I suppose versatile. I always say that, but it really is, you know, just something that could be dressed up or down. I quite like that idea.
And especially as it's aquamarine. Aquamarine, I think for you to nicely put it as sort of, you know, it could be a dress down. I think it's lovely because sometimes aquamarine is very much, hi, here you are, look at me, isn't it? This is a little bit more subdued and relaxed. So 350 carats worth should be £49.95. But it is a launch price offer we're about to do, so I'm actually going to take £20 off for you today because it's the launch price offer. I don't have to guarantee this price point again, but we're going to do it for you now. Brand new, first time, £29.95. That is a big overall carat weight that you're getting on these. Remember, carat weight is often king. Very important, carat weight, when it comes to certain gemstones and certain guises. For example, the way I always put it is if you wanted to get a 1 carat diamond ring and you had the option between 10 very, very small diamonds that in total added up to a carat, you might be able to get that for a couple of £100. But actually, if you wanted a diamond ring that just had one individual stone that was by itself 1 carat, you're not talking about a few £100, you're talking about a few thousand and maybe more now. So carat weight is king, and we have got big individual carat weights for aquamarine here. Hello, lovely Liz. Now we're talking, says Liz. Those aquamarines are just what I need for summer pieces. Brilliant for my next holiday. And my husband would wear them too. Liz, that's a really, really good point. Very unisex. Second off, where's you going on holiday? Where are you going? Anyone got an holiday planned in the team?
Not booked, no. Got
Not
some
booked
time
yet.
off work, but still not booked anything.
You've booked off 2 weeks, haven't you?
Yeah.
But you've not booked anything yet?
No, not actually a holiday, just the time.
You've got time. You have got time. You have. Oh, Liz. Oh, I love the idea. Holiday perfect. I'm jealous. Well done to you all. We have still got more to come. Let me remind you, brand new to me anyway, Zambian Amethyst, Murano as well coming up for you. But before all of this, how's about we cool off with a price avalanche? If you don't know what a price avalanche is, it's a little bit something for everyone. So we start off with prices high, and then the next item will either be the same price or lower than the previous one. And it basically means there's a little bit of something for everyone. So if you want something luxurious, perfect. If you want something affordable, perfect too. So we're going to start with yellow sapphire. How was that yellow sapphire in the kit yesterday night? Stunning, wasn't it? Do you know what I really appreciate about this sapphire? This is a beautiful yellow sapphire. It's not as maybe acidic as some. Almost like a buttercup. Buttercup sapphire. This is the first time I've seen this strand. Blimey, that price point's really good, £99.95. That is fantastic. So, £99.95, your yellow sapphire. That's an incredible price for the amount you're getting. I'm bringing to you 19 carats worth here, with the ones toward the centre knocking up around a carat by themselves. 1 carat yellow sapphire in a ring. Pfft, take that price point on your screen and add it. Okay. Oh. That's a big chunk of money off. That's better than half price. Can I just remind you, we are now in an avalanche. That means that my next product has to be either that price or lower. So we could have stuck it at £99.95, but that's another great thing about our price avalanches. We will go to the best price we possibly can. You've just got 52 quid back in your pocket right here, right now. That's for 19 full carats. You did a little whoo when that price drop came in. Tell me why, Hannah.
Well, that's just, that's a massacre of a price, isn't it? It's not just drop, but it's just really went for it.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? I love this colour. It's a bit different than what I'm used to. Is it for you?
It's really pretty. It's like a primrose yellow, isn't it? Like a
Great description.
softer sort of colour. I think that's it's very flattering, actually. It's very. You could perhaps use it with bridesmaids' outfits and things like that if you fancied, or a little flower girl. Okay, a bit extravagant maybe for a flower girl, but
you could just have one small one.
You could just have one.
Couldn't you?
I think it's really pretty.
I think it's absolutely stunning. Really beautiful. Wow, wow. Well done, absolutely every single one on this. Oh, is that the one we're doing? Yeah, okay, cool. Let me bring to you While I Never. The first time I ever brought you watermelon tourmaline, I brought you 3 individual pieces, and to my memory, it was a higher price than $47.95. So how am I now bringing you... sorry, 3, 6, oh my gosh, I can't count today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are we going $47.95 or lower? We are going lower. This is one of the scarcest of tourmalines you can get your hands on, and look at the purity of some of them. Wow. This colour is completely and absolutely natural, and it is scarcity upon scarcity. To get that split is very uncommon. To get that price, even more so. There you go. Wow, £44.95. When we launched this, it was at £69.95 on air. That was the launch price of this, £69.95. And it absolutely flew out. Absolutely flew. We have got, for the final few of them, $44.95. This is a seriously scarce gemstone. People are checking out on this instantly. Don't worry, I won't say your names because I'm well aware these could be gifts, and individual gifts they could. I know that you love your colours. What do these kind of watermelon colours make you think of, Hannah?
It might just be a one-track mind at the minute with holidays and things like that, but it really does sort of. It's called watermelon for a reason, because it really does remind you of a lovely cooling slice of watermelon. But I really think it's fun, actually, to have something that's got the 2 tones in there naturally.
Yeah.
And you could make a real feature of them, couldn't you?
Definitely. I had epiphany the other day, which I shared on air, and my entire team was just like, oh my gosh, I'm seeing the world in a whole new way now. And my epiphany was, I believe that watermelon is the new avocado.
Oh.
Just let that sink in. But I do. Watermelons are everywhere at the moment. Honestly, watermelon bag, watermelon themselves, watermelon socks, watermelon water is the new thing. Watermelon water, have you seen it? I've not tried it. Watermelon water is the new health kick thing. But yeah, watermelons are everywhere. I think it's really lovely and very on trend. Right, you're saying nonsense now, but honestly, we'll all be talking watermelons. We'll be like, avocados, what? Soon. It'll all be about the watermelons. How's about a morganite? Okay. How often do you see morganite that glows, an internal glow or radiance? This is an exceptional example of morganite, I have to say. Wow. The inner glow of this, the brilliance that you're getting on this really does take this to another realm. Remember, morganite, I would say 9 times out of 10 is not bringing to you this sort of delving or interaction of light on the surface and internally. Really appreciate the quality with this. So your price point today, this is astonishing. This could, for me, be an £89 strand, and I think a lot of you will agree with me on that, but it is part of the avalanche. £39.95 for the quality you're getting in this. This to me is like gem quality. You know, the clarity's there, the natural intensity and saturation of hue is there as well, and it's the hue that you want, isn't it? It's a proper morganite peachy pink that you're getting here. £39.95, I think, for the luxury that this is. Genuinely, I believe if this were, you know, maybe a deal of the day at you know, sort of even the $89.95 price point, I genuinely believe that there would be a lot of people diving on board with it, because the quality, I think, makes sense. That is an astonishing quality. Quite easily, you know, a pair of earrings and a pendant, you're going to be matching the price and extra than what's on your screen for the entire strand, and I'm literally talking one in each. Morganite's an expensive gemstone, isn't it, Hannah?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's considered to be a luxury at the best of times, but I think the prices that we have here have always been a little bit, well, crazy for want of another term.
Agreed.
But, yeah, I was slightly nervous actually to see that in this avalanche at all.
Yeah.
It's just incredible quality for that kind of price point, isn't it?
It really is, isn't it? That is just a serious intensity of quality throughout the board. It's the glow, it's the buoyancy of light, if that makes sense. The light is very buoyant, it's always lifting, and you're almost getting bits of fire in there as well. How about I bring you something that I myself have never seen before? It is a bit of a shock deal that I'm going to bring in for you. It is a brand new low I'm about to bring on one of the most well-known executive of all amethyst locations. Zambian amethyst, stand by. Depends what you're looking for, I suppose, in amethyst. Amethyst is my birthstone. I'm a February baby, and what I adore about amethyst is I just think it's very connective in general, but specifically when I see colours like this, because it takes me back to sort of the first piece of jewellery I ever bought myself as an adult. And I bought it from this beautiful shop. It's quite a well-known company, quite a well-known brand, that's on the Chester High Street, which is where I live. And in Chester, it's really near the Eastgate Clock, if you've ever been to Chester. The Eastgate Clock that goes above the Rose and around the Roman walls. It's very, very close to that shop. And I remember seeing amethyst in the window, knowing it was my birthstone since I was knee-high to a grasshopper, and seeing this beautiful ring that was on offer. And never wanted to miss a bargain. I went in and sort of spoke to the people and tried it on, found the right size and everything else. At that point, didn't even know, you know, what my ring size was or anything. And kind of was so excited to buy this design, and sort of leaped out of the shop with enjoyment. And it is still, to this day, one of my favourite pieces of jewellery. And it is a Zambian amethyst. And I remember falling in love with the depth of colour in the Zambian amethyst. That kind of depth is what I've got here. For me, it's archetypal. It's the archetypal depth of the amazing Zambian amethyst that we hope for, that the high-end shops or the high street shops, like the ones I'm talking about, will offer to their customers. And they will offer it for a considered purchase price, and that is understandable. If you too want that moment and that feeling of, in my opinion, owning one of the best loved locations for an amethyst on the planet, your luck's in, because I'm about to do it as a star buy. Your graphics are coming live. Pick up the phone and dial through if you get involved in that way. If you're doing it on the web, just make sure you're clicking and then checking out on top of that, because this really is a one-off strand, especially with the sizeability of each of them. The individual ring that I purchased, which, as I say, is still to this day one of my favourite pieces of jewellery, and I'll be honest, I own a lot of jewellery, as I'm sure you can imagine. But yeah, I own some very special pieces of jewellery. Amethyst design that I bought is still one of my absolute favourites. It's because of this intensity, it's because of this kind of light interaction, because the light is translucent in this, so it kind of comes part way and then comes through back to the eye. So it gives you a lovely lightness and brightness. This recording you're seeing right now is in a daylight simulator, so that's the sort of look you're going to get when you wear this outside. That beautiful, almost pink purple. Sometimes you see that more often maybe in like your Moroccan amethyst, but I think the Zambian amethyst does it for those of you who maybe want the purple colour to overtake, and that's what this does. It's that beauty and that brightness. The design and the piece that I got, which as I say is still one of my favourites, carat weight wise is smaller than the ones at the end of this strand. The design itself is a beautiful square cut, but it carat weight wise on 100% is less than just one of the stones in here. The price I paid on my discount beautiful Zambian amethyst ring was £165 for something that is equivalent to that in size. There are no diamonds with it, no topaz, no nothing. It's one of these in a silver ring, on sale, £165. Why might you think people would pay that? It's because of the luxury of the location. We think about Zambian amethyst, we think about the UK brand of Gemfields. Gemfields, of course, owning the vast majority of Zambian gemstones anyway in this area. We think about Gemfields and we think about their collaborators. Gemfields have worked with some of the biggest names out there, and currently, in fact, working in collaboration with Fabergé, working with their beautiful Zambian gemstones. This is high-end, expressive, energetic gemstone, and today we're doing a brand new low price for you. Should be £39.95, and that is where we ended our last opportunity. So we could stay there. We're not going to though. We are taking this down for you. I'm going to be straight. I don't know exactly where this is going. I actually have £39.95 written down. Or is that £34.95? What have I got written down? Yeah, no, it's definitely not that. It's £39.95. I don't know where we're going. Liam's saying we need to see you there. What that means is what, Liam? Because I'm scared. He says, because I'm scared. What are you scared of, Liam? He's saying he's got an idea in mind, but it's very, very low. He's thinking of going under £30. Okay. So you need a little bit of confidence. You need a little bit of people to back you up, essentially. Is that what you're trying to say, producer Liam? So the way you can show your support is you've got it in your basket. Pop it in your basket. You do not have to check it out. The fact of the matter is that if you put this in your basket, Liam says it gives him a bit more confidence. He knows he's less likely to get told off, basically. So grab this whilst you can. We are going to take it under £30. If you love it, the price point you've got on screen, you should already be very, very happy with. That's where it was last at, by the way, on air. It's not been seen for quite a bit of time, actually. We are going to take it lower for you tonight. We're going to give you a special opportunity as it's part of our avalanche. Loads of you there. £39.95 should be your closing price, has been your closing price. Today it's not £40. It will be back to £40 in a few hours. Blimey, that is huge. This is a brand new price point. That is a huge discount for what you're getting. £24.95 for the luxurious name of this brand, for the quality that you're getting here, for the depth of natural colour, yet to still have that light interaction that actually bounces and almost pivots internally within the gemstone. You saw it on the recording in the daylight simulator. The peachy raspberry colours that hover in the background of this are sublime. This is not what you were used to seeing. This is, you know, sort of a high-end, fine quality, I would say. Traditionally, most of the quartz, personally, I would say, in the world is known as being Brazilian. But this one, no, we've gone to a different location. We've got more of that sort of depth of colour, personally, for me, was part of this. I think it's luxurious. When you get the Zambian amethyst, it tends to be in much higher demand for finer jewellery. As I said before, some of the big names that work with this. This is a very special opportunity. If you love that saturation that has those incredible raspberry back palettes, you've got to get involved today. This, remember too, is one that we have great connections in this area, which means that we are more than happy to reject any materials that are maybe too dark for us, or maybe any materials that have slight windowing in them, which is where colour will be lost for moments. We are very happy to turn those down because we've had this connection for many years. So you genuinely get sensational quality from this area of the world for incredibly affordable prices. What do you think about that, please?
Me personally, it's one of my favourite things, my favourite colours. I love the fact that it's faceted, so you get the extra flashes of light around it as well. I just love it. it's graduated as well, isn't it? that
Correct,
one?
yeah, from
So
a 6
if you
by
want-
4 to a 10 by 5.
Right, so very simple. If you've never done jewellery making before and you just wanted to make yourself a little bit, you know, something a bit special without needing to know too much about technique, you
Yeah.
can just simply re-thread that onto a piece of beading thread. Maybe use a seed bead as a spacer in between each one, or you might want to use a silk and knot it in between each one. Pop a clasp on, and you wouldn't need to do anything else with it because it's so beautiful and so sparkly. It's a statement in its own right, isn't it?
Definitely.
It's gorgeous.
Really is. A huge well done to you all. I won't mention names because I'm well aware that these are probably going to be gifts, but a huge well done. I think the fact that really this location only came into its own in sort of the 50s. I think it's still a relatively new gemstone, but very exciting gemstone to be able to own, so well done to you. We're gonna get totes amazing now. I'm offering you a tote bag. Liam says, I really like this. Tell me why, producer Liam. I haven't said hello to you properly yet this evening. Hi, Liam. What you wearing? That sounded weird. Yeah, where's your snazzy tops? You've gone grey with dots. There he is. Gives a wave. There he is. Why do you love this, Liam? He likes the compartments and the space of it. Yeah, there is a serious amount of space. There's loads you can get in here. You can keep anything you like in here at all. So let me talk you through it. Big pocket at the front here, large enough to get one of your smaller macrame boards in, as well as large enough for you to get your, oh, what's it called? Tablet in, yes. So really big, really sizable pocket there with the zip to give it security. As well as that, you've got two handles. So you've got your handle here, which is a really sturdy, reinforced handle, nice and comfortable. You're also getting this one, the over-the-shoulder one, which you can literally, there we go, change the size of it to go over the shoulder or across the body if you wanted to, whatever's most comfortable for you. But that's before we've even properly, oh hang on, let's not forget about the back one. We've got a pocket here as well, which is Velcro. Ooh, satisfying. So you've also got another pocket there. And then if we delve onto the inside, this is where all of the removable inserts come into place. So they've all got their own zips on them. And they're all entirely see-through in the pocket, so you can see exactly what you're working with. You've got ones that might be great for bangles, your larger designs, one that's going to be perfect, for example, for your earrings. When lovely Liz messaged in, she was talking about her holidays. These are great to take away with you on holiday. Not even if you don't want to have to take the whole bag, you could pop your individual earrings and things in here. I went to surprise my mum. In fact, this time last weekend I was in Spain, and I went to surprise my mum for her birthday. She didn't know I was coming, and yeah, I arrived up in Spain. And it's not a very long flight at all, but as soon as I opened up my suitcase, the rings, the necklaces, the earrings, all just one huge big bundle. I'd put it in like an individual pockets, but one big bundle because they'd gotten through like the netting. Things like this, you're going to save yourself the stress. You have got a beautiful big bead bag here, and it's all just £14.95. Oh, £19, sorry. £19.95. What do you love about things like this, Hannah?
Well, I was just thinking the same, really. If you're trying to travel around with things, so it might be that you're going somewhere, you know, like if you've got kids and they play football or cricket or something like that, you quite often find yourself as a mum sitting on the sideline, or a grandma or whoever, sitting on the sideline waiting for them to do their thing and then come back. And quite often, you know, unless you can jump around and scream and shout and cheer them on, you sit there shivering. So you could take yourself a project on, couldn't you? So you just whatever you're working on, pop it into that.
Agreed.
Sling it over your shoulder and off you go.
That's a fantastic
nice and
idea.
easy.
Yeah, perfect for it. You've got something really fantastic, very sturdy indeed, making it ideal for carrying, you know, pieces around. Also storage as well, let's not forget. Great for storage of things, whether you're going to be able to do it as individual ones. You can also get added pages as well. We sometimes sell the pages individually. I'm describing this as a page. So we will sell those individually as well, so you can put more into this if you so wish. It's absolutely up to you. But you can get oodles and oodles and oodles in here. You really truly can. They hold a lot in each pocket, so well worth grabbing your hands on them. Just as an idea, just to give you a show, as an idea. It's like the smallest pocket at the bottom there, but just to give you an idea. Just deep. Well done, everyone. You'd easily get 2 in that one, but that's the smallest pocket. Got bigger ones above. Okay, folks, let's bring to you something a little bit different. These are huge. Oh, these got real personality. If you like your earthy looking gemstone, you're in the right place. Oh! Okay, you're about to be obsessed. Let's look at these one at a time. I love gemstones that look like this. I think they are really very captivating indeed. Especially when they are so different. Just look. I'm also not afraid of the facets on these at all. It's almost like we've gone for sort of a mimicking of Mother Nature on these ones, haven't we? Oh, I love this next one. Wow. Each one of these is so sizable, and I'm including the drill hole in that. Each one of these is so sizable. Maybe just one on the nylon cord bundle I did before. What do you think? That'd work, wouldn't it? Can you see how every single one of these is entirely different? And on each side as well. You're going to be obsessed with the next one, I think. Ooh! I love that. It's like Mother Nature's fingerprint. $12.95 for you. I wouldn't be too afraid to pay that for that one and that one, if I'm entirely honest, because I think they're so stand out and beautiful. Just those two together, I'd be quite happy at $12.95. But you don't have to pay that today. That really is like a Mother Nature's thumbprint, isn't it? Locked inside your gemstone. Some completely and absolutely opaque, some with elements of light shining through areas. Some have almost got like an internal druzy. It's just where the structure is slightly altered and not completely fixed and in sort of order as it should be, let's say, in some of these. So it gives you real character. What would you do with this one, Hannah, my love?
Do you remember the 4mm howlite you had earlier?
I do.
The little white rounds. I just popped those in between them, and again, I know it's a bit boring, but it's what I would actually wear. Is the long line necklace, or you can have it slightly shorter. And then maybe bezel around the edges, so get like a black and a white combo, or maybe a silver. Nice. And just bezel round one of them and have that as a feature piece on like a choker or something.
And you would be able to do that, because I'm just looking, you know, big drill hole through here. So if you did say need to go through a few times for whatever reason, then you absolutely could. £12.95. These are big, big, big. Do you know what? One of them is. There you go. Show that drill hole just to give you an idea. Very sizable indeed. Don't know if you can see it on that one. Let's find an easier one to see. There you go. So really sizable drill hole you're getting here. Absolutely huge, because there looks like there's about 5 or 6 temporary strands running through that. So very, very sizable indeed. I'd say you'd be quite easy to get a 1.5 through there, maybe even more. And moving on now, because I've got more to fit in. Don't forget, the avalanche continues. I'm already at £12.95. And I've got 15-ish minutes left. Let's bring to you, oh hang on, I'm going this way. Oh hang on, no, 14. Oh, this is a pop and a half. These are big, big, chunky pieces. Have a little look. Pinks. These should be £17.95. And that's the price they've always been. But we're not staying there today. You've got this lovely rosy colour. It's almost sort of bubblegum pink in areas, and then salmon pink in others. Almost a touch of the candy floss hue running through in elements of these. Taking you from that almost soft pastel to really intense spicy hot pinks. £12.95 for you now. I think that is a beautiful big standout strand. I personally wouldn't use them all together, each to their own though, but I personally wouldn't. I'd be thinking about using these as individuals, maybe even taming them down slightly. I love these with these actually.
You could use one as a pendant, couldn't you? And then wire wrap it.
Gorgeous idea.
Just something a bit more intricate with wire around it, and then let the colour sort of shine through.
Yeah. You could even, because that's quite big, like a tree of life on the front.
Yeah, you could.
Almost using it as a canvas, in a way, couldn't you? I think that's quite a nice idea. I think it's a really wonderful, passionate colour that you've got. You've got that kind of intensity of the red in the background and almost sort of, well, it's very romantic colours as well, aren't there? But, of course, because it's an agate, you're still getting that interest of the actual banding and textures within this. I think it's really lovely and quite tender colours in areas, a little bit bolder in others. £12.95 for that really lovely, romantic and sweet strand. Let's move on to stars. Oh my goodness, these are going to be popular. I've been to a number of different crafting events because I do my own crafting events, not selling jewellery, but I do my own crafting events, but I also like to go to crafting events. So I'm really lucky that I get to meet quite a lot of you doing craft fairs. And I remember it was last year at the NEC, actually. No, it wasn't. Earlier on. No, it was last year at the NEC. I went up to a stand and was having a chat to one of our lovely customers. And I was saying, how's it going and stuff. She was like, oh, I've been absolutely rushed off my feet. I've actually run out of all of my star pieces. She went, they went like that. They went within the first day. I said, oh, goodness, like, you know, how many do you have? She went, you know, all these earrings here. And she had like little heart-shaped ones. All those earrings there, I had that amount and more in stars. And they just went on the first day. Very, very popular shape indeed. We have got for you your strawberry quartz, which I think might make them even more exciting because they've got slight differences in each and every one. What we're bringing to you here, what we've got for you here is beautiful, intense, unique strawberry quartz. Strawberry quartz known for the kind of mottling and speckling happening internally, which is entirely natural. We're taking it under a tenner. It's part of our avalanche. Add the stars to your collection and see them shooting out of the sales. It worked in my own head. £7.95 for you today. The beautiful speckles internally, all of that interaction of light on them. Why are stars so popular, do you think?
I think it's just a symbol that people can relate to, isn't it? So stars and hearts is another one. You know, I think it's just a familiarity.
Yeah.
But they go through fashion stages. I mean, even Tom on cameras has got a star on his t-shirt.
Yes, you have, of course. Here he is.
Yeah.
Modelling.
Star,
oh, it's very GQ, that. I don't remember them doing that on GQ. Wow. I like it. £7.95 for you today on this beautiful quality of your strawberry quartzes. Totally natural, as I've said, all individual, and yeah, quite unisex design, isn't it? Who used to have the glowing stars that you popped on your ceiling? Literally none of you. Oh, Hannah, you're...
William's got them at the moment.
William's got them, yeah. William's Hannah's son. No one else used to have them. That was a really common thing. The little glow-in-the-dark stars that you'd stick on your ceiling. Yeah, that's what these remind me of a little bit. £7.95. Is that posh, is it? Catch yourself on. Catch yourself on. Anyway, £7.95. Well done, Yorkshire. Well done, West Midlands. Well done, Midlothian. They're all having me on now. I barely had a lamp, etc. Well done. Let's bring you something delicate now. Plain rounds, 4mm. Of your terror. Blues and greens. Oh, got 2 strands. Hello. Didn't see that one. You sneaky pickle.
They'd work for the donut thing that we did earlier, wouldn't they? The craw donuts.
Oh, pass us that over, Hannah. Just in case someone's just tuned in, we did the coolest demonstration. Thank you, Sweet Pea. Look at these. Oh my gosh. These are gorgeous. Hang on. So we showed you how to make these earlier on. So these, for this section and this section that we sort of showed you earlier on.
Yeah, they're craw donuts, and or crawl meaning cubic right angle weave, and then you could use those instead of the pink or the purple.
Have you ever heard of cronut?
A cronut?
Yeah.
No.
A cronut is a donut made with
Crows?
No. No, we're not on Game
Are we
of
talking
Thrones.
about Gemma?
Made
Is she a
with
cronut?
cronut. Oh yeah. No, it's a donut made with croissant pastry.
Oh.
It's a proper thing. It's a real thing, a cronut. Yeah. Does it sound posh again? God, am I sounding dead posh today?
Cronut.
Well, I never. Anyway, $7.95 for both strands we're going to tonight. If you do want to whip up your own beautiful donut, all you have to do is treat yourself to these. All the kit that we did earlier on, we did 2 different alternate colourways. The Tutti Frutti is above. This one is your Regal Purple. Yeah, you can grab your hands on those ones. They are still available. Also, just to let you know, so low in stock on this DVD. We are getting ready for the launch of the DVD tomorrow on the mid show, 2 o'clock. You're gonna love it. There is so much in that show tomorrow afternoon, isn't there?
Yes, yeah. So I mean, so that's the 2-hole cabochon one, and then we've got the Iris Duo one launching tomorrow. So yeah, can't wait for that. It's going to be amazing.
Oodles coming up for you. £7.95. I'll leave that here so we can still see it. Lots of you there. Let's go to seed beads. Super duos. I did a selection of DVDs before about seed beading. So there were 2 or 3 about traditional seed beading, and then 2 or 3 to do with sort of French beading with wire. One of the DVDs, which was the beginner's DVD, had these on the front of them. So if you did get that DVD, or you just love super duos, because I feel like I've not seen them in ages. This could just be me, but I feel like we've not seen them in ages.
We've not had them for a long time. So.
Why?
But, again, it's just availability and the manufacturers producing other shapes for us.
Yes, of course.
And not being able to do it all at once.
Yeah. Super Duo in your chalk green luster beads. 22.5 lovely grams worth. Each one has got a double drill hole in them. This is sort of the shape. $4.95. That's a really good price.
It's really good.
I thought Super Duos were more expensive than that. But wow, really good price. This is the kind of shape that you're getting if you've not seen them before. We've now only got 20 because of the amount of people who've checked out. That is 2020. So that's why we're doing that closeout price. That's Liam's excuse, and he is sticking to it like glue. So if you do want to grab it, now be your chance on your green luster. And £4.95 for you on them ones. If you do love this kind of colour as well, it'll go great with these. With me? What do you think? They work, do they? Still available if you want to get your hands on them. £4.95 for the full tube. Many of you in, very low in stock, heading into single figures. Yep, heading into single figures because there's loads of you multi-purchasing. Well, they are about to sell out, by the way. Sorry about that, but grab them if you wish. Well done, okey pokes. Let's go to some more seed beads now. Ooh! Wait, hang on. What first? The ceramics first. These are stunning. These, you can see the artistry that goes into these. So when you glaze the likes of your pottery and your ceramics, it's sometimes a little bit hit and miss. You almost don't know what colour you're going to get. Obviously you do because there's an alchemy within it, but it will look a certain way and then it will alter with a heat and setting process. So this, I always just think is magical. I love that these are truly individually painted and etched. They're not going to be the same, obviously, because it's not done by machinery. It's done by an artist for all intents and purposes. Every single one of them is different, and I love this colour palette. I think this colour palette is very chic indeed. This is almost like the kind of colours I would see on quite expensive sort of silk blouses, for example. It's the type of colour I will imagine, you know, the example, people on holiday in St. Bart's or Aruba, or, you know, it's those kind of luxurious Caribbean hues that I think we've got here. It's just stunning. And they are your large designs, $3.95 for all 3 of them. Big size aperture yet again, each one individually created just for you. And as I say, just as individual as a genuine gemstone would be, for all intents and purposes. These ones are around about 3 centimetres worth in their full length and 14 approximately the other way. Let me show you them with these ceramic beads too, because I think that colour palette works. Would you agree with me on that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, but they look like little vases, don't they? Like hand-painted vases.
Great description. Do you know what? Almost a little bit like, oh, what's his name? Oh, I'm not going to remember it, and I know I'm not. But yeah, a little bit like sort of the sort of fluorite vases that people create. Yes. And yeah, very luxurious looking. Pardon, what did you say? Sorry, Liam. A couple of these left as my must-have. They're at the bottom of the screen. 2 of the 11 mils, 1 of the 15, pack of the 15 mil. There's 14 total, which make them about 22 pence each. Should have been 18 quid. Well, 17.85 I think it was, but 18 quid for ease. Now though, £8.95, and you are going to make some stunning jewellery with those. As we were saying before, you know, especially if you maybe do love the art of ceramics. Ceramics is one of those mediums that I would love, with a capital L-O-V-E, to do and get into. But it's the type of craft I would never be able to get into because you need a kiln and everything else. And I'm one of those types of people that if I learn a craft or something, I then become obsessed with it. So I need to be able to do it at home. But it is quite an expensive craft to be able to do at home. So lovely that you're able to work with someone else's artistry to make your own artistry. I'm going to leave those final few with you. Very low in stock on those ones in particular. Okay, which one? Sorry, love. Let's bring you another one now in your seed beads, and this is a pop of beauty and brightness. This is going to make you smile. Delicas of your opaque yellow. Look at those! They are like little drops of sunshine, aren't they? I did the Russian flower, yes, DVD earlier on, which obviously requires delicas if you did get that. These are going to make perfect daffodils. These are going to be really optimistic, bright, sunshine, beautiful qualities. They are £3.95. They are opaque yellow. They are the 7.2 gram tube in the 11 O's, and they've got that Aurora Borealis finish to them to add that little extra sparklet. Do you know what, actually, they'd go quite nicely with your Tutti Frutti as well. Yeah, they probably would, actually. Bit of a citrus twist in there. Bit of a citrus twist. Yeah. Will it fit? Not quite. What do you think? Yeah, I think that would be fun, actually. Nice, I think nice that could add a little thing. Just because in the Tutti Frutti, this was one of the kits, by the way, it was the whole kit went to £19.95. It had 2 genuine gemstone strands, loads of seed beads and threaded material. But yeah, I think it almost brings out the sunshine colours in the quartz as well, doesn't it? It would, yeah. It's very sort of floral, sunny, summery designs. Yeah, it's nice. Very fun. £3.95. Well done. Okay. Final one of the avalanche. White tube, is it? Big. Opaque matte whites. Mayuki seed beads, and it's the large tube, as you can see. These, blimey, this is a good price. For your 8 O's, £2.95 is about to come on screen. You're getting 22 grams in here. It's your final one of the avalanche. Just think, these are going to be great with so many treats. Great in between your gemstones. Great with your seed beads. Great with your Murano glass, which I've got a big showcase coming up of in a bit. And trust me on this, if you love your decadent, ornate, expensive-looking jewellery, you are going to be in your element after the break when we get to these makes, because they genuinely 100% do look like the types of things that I would expect to see at art galleries. They really are very, very luxurious indeed. But yeah, that's coming up for you all very, very soon. Right here, right now though, we do have to head on into a break. We'll be back with those makes and more after it.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to book towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Now then, during our very exciting seed bead weekend that we've got coming up on Saturday the 27th and Sunday the 28th of April, we've got some really, really exciting launches. Now on Saturday's mid-show with the lovely Alison Tarry, we will be launching her brand new Storm Duo DVD, very exciting. On Sunday's mid-show with Hannah Osborne, we've got the brand new Iris Duo as well, so that's coming up with a DVD, brilliant. Now on the Sunday late show, we've also got Sylvia Fairhurst from the Bead Workers Guild as well. Now that's on the late show, so do please join us. Lots going on, super jam-packed. That's Saturday the 27th and Sunday the 28th of April.
Select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Are you new to Jewellery Maker? For a limited time, we're offering new customers a wonderful free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful genuine gemstone strands in an organza bag. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will be automatically added to your order when you make your first purchase. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, colour and type will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your gemstones, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share.
At Jewellery Maker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
Did you know that when you book a Jewellery Maker workshop, you're given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Welcome back. How was your break? Did you have a brew? Oh, nice. Oh no, it's Saturday night. Did you have a wine? I mean, not in the break. You only have 3 minutes. Blimey. Ooh. Anyway, it's lovely to be with you this evening. My name is Rebecca Redican, but you can call me Becky, and I'm joined by the lady on the DVD we're about to bring you, the lovely Hannah Osborne. Wonderful, Hannah. This DVD is luxury look, isn't it?
It really is, yeah. This is for your evenings out, a little bit of something special, but make it yourself, you know? Why not?
Now, Murano glass, I'm going to be telling you a little bit more about it shortly, but for you, what does Murano glass mean and say?
It's luxury, really. I mean, if you think to sort of all the Italian designers and things like that, it's always going to be something that's more considered, and it's artisanal glasswork, so it's it's real craftsmanship, but it's also accessible because it's in bead form, which I love.
Yeah, and in this, speaking of art, artists are mentioned actually with, for example, the Klimt collar, which is over there, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's the gold one.
So tell us a little bit about this design that is one of the designs on the DVD.
So that one, I was looking at the actual beads themselves, and if you look at them, the depth of the gold with like the flashes of all those sort of lovely bright primary colours splashed on it, it made me think of the famous painting The Kiss by Gustav Klimt. So I just sort of went with it, and I thought, well, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have like a really luxurious golden sort of kind of background, and then flashes of colour, and I think it really sort of plays well to those particular beads.
I totally agree with you. By the way, this DVD is $4.95, around about an hour's worth on there, and there are 4 main makes in this one, just to let you know. Can you talk to us again about the vintage lace necklace as well, which is stunning?
So it's the one that's featured on the front cover. It's the pink one down there. So this one, I wanted something that looked almost as though it was kind of a fabric from a distance. So I wanted like the swags and the scoops and the detail, the intricacy there. And then I chose some colours that sort of, again, mimicked the as close as I could the colours of the beads themselves.
Yeah.
And I think the overall effect is quite lacy looking, I think.
Oh,
so
completely.
hence the vintage lace name.
Beautiful, isn't it? You've also got the bewitching blue, which is
So that was outside my comfort zone a little bit, because that's a little bit of the wire work. So that one is over here.
By the way, we have got loads of Murano glass so that you can recreate these almost as like the kit version of the DVDs coming up in a bit.
Yeah, so this one I just wanted to emphasise the drop shape beads there. So by making those the feature of a pendant and then having on a longer line rosary link chain, I think it gives you a different kind of a look. So this is perhaps more bohemian, more casual than perhaps the vintage lace one is. So just to sort of show you that you don't have to make any one particular style. You can make any of these kinds of styles with any of the beads. It's just up to your own personal preference in style and in colour.
It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous look, that one. And then finally, the one you get taught on this, which I have got the greens coming up for you. I've got the 3 alternate colourways in this first bit coming up, is the forest green collection, the forest green design.
That one is
so
not the furthest
rich looking.
one along, it's the next one in.
Next.
With the green and the gold,
There you
that
go.
one. So that one, again,
rich.
just leaning on the colour, the fact it's that lovely rich forest green colour, and then using some simple techniques to add embellishment. So again, it gives you that sort of luxurious sort of feel to it, because you've got the galvanised golds in there to pick up the golds of the other beads. So yeah, a little bit special.
It's definitely special, and the fact that you're going to be able to learn these incredible designs, and I'm going to be essentially offering you the kits to get your hands on now, is fantastic. So grab the DVD, as I said, around about an hour's worth of tuition on there, loads of info in it as well, £4.95. Who would you say this is for?
I would say you can have a go at them if you're a beginner, because there are some basic techniques which are built upon and repeated to make it look fancy. However, if you are a little more experienced, then there's nothing to stop you going, the whole hog and really embellishing the designs and making something even more flamboyant than I've gone for.
Gorgeous idea.
So
you're going to have a lot of fun with that, I reckon. You really, truly are. I have got Murano glass coming up for you, obviously, understandably, and I have got a kit coming up for you too, which I would say you've got the Klimt kit first, essentially.
Yes, yeah.
So just to let you know, that's coming up now. So, as we're talking about that design, and this is essentially the alternate for this, the kit for this,
yes,
if you will.
Yeah. So yeah, when I was doing the DVD, I was using seed beads from my own stash to then put with the samples of the glasses. We're still waiting for the products to arrive. So we've gone almost like for like, but
Yes.
I would say these are almost slightly richer colours, and the kit's actually, I think, more suited to the painting, more like the Klimt painting,
Yeah.
than actually the original necklaces.
you've done, yeah.
So I think this would be even more flamboyant. I think it would be lovely.
I just want to talk about the Murano glass
Look at
first before we kind of get into anything else, because I think it's so important that we do talk about just how difficult this is as a skill. Now, we have heard a lot in the newspapers recently about, you know, British pottery brands closing down, making people redundant, etc. And I think in a very similar way, we've seen that happen over recent years in Venice, which is, of course, where these beads are made. And it's something that's been very, very highly publicised. And I think, for me personally, it's a real shame, because just like with the glass and like with potteries, it is craftsmanship and alchemy creating something very luxurious looking. I just wanted to show you a quick article that kind of summarises some of the things we've seen happening of late in Venice, and it is essentially something that was very much a dying art form, and this is the article that kind of explains that to you. Now, this is actually a beautiful picture, I think, the main picture at the bottom, which is taken in an abandoned one of these sort of glass-making factory. But essentially, in this report, it does talk about, you know, how the glass making itself is akin to secret alchemists conjuring up secrets. And that is what all of this glass is about. It is about a skill which is passed down by generation and generation and generation, but is kept very, very secretive. And it is one of the most highly regarded locations for this artisanal glass in the world. If you want, you know, elegant, unique, exciting glasswork, you are going to be going to get your Murano glass. But because of the money involved with this, because of the heat, because of the skill, because people's views now have changed on what they wanted to be jobs. Let's say, you know, 50 years ago, you know, people may well have looked at getting into industries like this, whereas now maybe it's completely different. You know, maybe there's more people with jobs wanting to be vloggers, and, you know, I work with young people and their idea of ideal job is to be like a vlogger when they grow up, or, you know, to be famous on YouTube or whatever. So yeah, times have changed, and because of that, these industries are closing down. Literally a couple of months ago, there was a big article about Murano glass, which is this one, and in fact it wasn't just one article, it was many, which is essentially to do with the rebirth of Murano glass. And essentially what has happened is there has been a lot of emphasis on this beautiful glass, and about the endeavour to grow this as something worldwide and renowned, so that more people, new recruits, are getting into this, although it is a very tough and skilled craft. That's something that gets taught when you're very, very, very young. You know, that has to be kind of, you have to study for years and years and years to get very good at it. But the fact of the matter is that this is something which is now being really pushed and really focused on as an art form, and almost in a way saving a dying art form. So I think it's incredible that we're able to offer to you not only this, to me, legacy glasswork, but also to be able to offer it to you with a demonstration and complementary pieces. So you've got your own artwork created. As I say, to me, it's alchemy and artwork coming into one, and you are going to be able to get this as an entire kit today. And I've got to say, I'm not even stopping there on the Murano glass. You're getting a lot of these. I absolutely adore this as an art form. As I say, I have been lucky enough to go to Venice and go to some of the places that they actually make the Murano glass, and I know the kind of temperatures and skill that we're talking about here. If you did get a chance to look at the videos I was talking about, then I'm sure you're in the same boat here. Already people coming in on this. I'm so glad you are, because I think it's just an incredible kit. It's so artistic, it really is. Let me give you the stats, and I'll do it quickly because a lot of you are checking out. I don't have hundreds of these. It's hard to get Murano glass at the best of times in good quantities. You're getting the semi-matte red, they're 11.0s. I've got your Miyuki Duracoat yellow gold, they're 11.0s. I've got your Miyuki opaque yellow, I'm talking as quickly as I can because you're just going, 11.0s. I've got your Miyuki sapphire gold, those are 11.0s. I've got your Murano glass as well. This is incredible quality. I love the speckling on these. You're going to be getting 6 of the rounds, those are 10.0s, and you're getting 3 of the 20mm drops. These are unique, beautiful, with smatterings of natural artwork in many ways locked inside them. We are going to be able to recreate a klimt collar look with this. This is your price point. We're going under 40, even though we know the artistry of this. We are bringing to you right here, right now, £34.95 to recreate that kind of colour, that klimt colour, which if you want to recreate it, we've got it on the DVD. I absolutely think, genuinely, if I saw that in somewhere like the Victoria and Albert Museum, I would not bat an eyelid, because that is true luxurious artwork of quality and beauty. It could be, you know, a set of Regal jewellery, couldn't it? That at £34.95 to make that and have leftovers is incredible.
Oh my gosh. Well, the other thing to sort of impress is that if you like another one of the styles, you could make the other styles, but in this colourway.
Great idea.
If that particular style of the collar isn't for you, but you prefer the long line one, you could still replicate the long line necklace with these colours, and it would be fantastic.
You are flying in for this one. So many people of you grabbing this and checking it out. A lot of you have it in your basket. If you do want to check out, I would encourage you to do so sooner rather than later. And this DVD is currently at the bottom of the screen. If you want to make the design that we were just looking at, it is Project 3 on this, which is the klimt collar, £34.95. For what you're actually getting here as a whole is incredibly good value for money. Let's just work it out per item actually. 13 items. 13. £2.68 per item we're looking at here, and I am counting, you know, like these big, beautiful, artistic beads as an item, because when you go to, you know, Murano, for example, they are sold individually more often than not. But also, I'm counting these big tubes as one as well, so it kind of balances it out quite nicely. What do you think of that price? As someone who's part of our kit team, what do you think of that price, please?
I actually think that's an amazing price point. I love the fact that you get everything in there. There's just so much. But also, my sister actually bought a piece of glass like this, like actually from Venice, and it was £20, give or take, probably a little bit more than that, for one bead, one feature bead. Wow. And it's beautiful, but it's just blue. There's no speckling, there's no nothing. It's just she fell in love with the colour, and you can get all of this for like. And it's just incredible. I think the value is amazing.
It really is, isn't it? Truly. It truly is. Wow, just look at the luxury you're getting here. Do check out. Way over half stock's gone on that one. So good luck. I am going to bring you an alternate colourway. Well, let's say an alternate colourway. It is in a way, but it's also for a different one. So I've got to leave that one with you. That is my go for gold, I would say, collection. So my next one. This is your colour palette now. Oh, these are stunning. I think you're going to love the gold, but you're also going to love the blue. Have you got any wire or something like that around? I'm not nosy for some. Have a look. What do you think?
I've got. That's not really the right colour for you, but.
No, it's all right. I just wanted to. Thank you. I am bringing to you right here, right now, really very special collection. Let me just show you. I'm putting these onto a 0.8, but purely so that you can properly kind of see all the way around them. Here we go. So I've got for you Honestly, it's just captivating. I think what you see even better in real life is you see the layers of this. So you see that you're getting this kind of glass halo, and then you get to see the sort of speckles of the baby blue and the gold, and then you get to see the sort of pure silver and pure gold heart to these. They are divine. So I'm going to be bringing to you a lot of Murano in this, a lot more of the feature beads. So this one has got 3 of the feature beads in each. And then you're going to be getting 6 of the perfect round as well. Those ones again are your 10mm rounds. Those are in your turquoise, 6 of those ones. So more of the feature beads, more of the Murano in this if that is your bag. And then you've got the seed beads. So big seed beads here, actually very big indeed. I'm bringing to you your matte black with the Aurora Borealis in the 6Os, a lesser seen size I think. And then you've also got the 11Os as well. Tell us a little bit about this colour collection, please.
So this one really is a little bit of tale of two halves almost. So the gentle rain was sort of inspired, probably because it was pouring with rain at the time. But I like the fact that you've got sort of like the lovely cool tones through one section of the glass, and then you've got a warmer tone through the other. So you've got the option to go either way.
It's almost like a luxury metallic yin-yang, isn't it?
It's a bit of a yin-yang. And then also the Aurora Borealis coating on the matte seed beads. It has all the different colour tones in there. So there are some that have sort of got a gold and green kind of sheen to them, which work really nicely with the golder coloured glass. And then you've got some that are more blues and purples. So I would suggest you sort of separate the kit really and make it into 2 mini ones.
Oh, that's a lovely idea.
Or, I mean, if you really feel like mixing them up and going for it, I mean, you could get the most spectacular kind of cascade. But for personal preference, I'd sort of separate them out. So pull all the warm tones to one side and all the cool tones to another, and then you've got 2 options for jewellery.
You are getting a brilliant chance here. Your price point today, 31. Ah, 31.95 we're doing on this one. You're getting 2 less of the seed bead tubes, but you're getting more of the Murano glass, obviously. 31.95 for this beautiful collection. Sorry, what are we counting? Oh, we're counting individual components, yes. Is it 14, I'm being told? Yeah, 14 individual collections. Is that right?
Yeah.
No, is it?
Yeah.
£2.28 each, approximately.
Brilliant.
Because you're getting 6 of the rounds, and you're getting 6 of the feature beads, and then you're getting the 2 tubes as well. So a brilliant luxury price point. What could we recreate with this collection?
Well, again, absolutely any of these designs, because the shapes of the glass beads throughout the designs are all either the drops or the 10mm rounds. So. It's really whatever takes your fancy. I've made a pair of earrings with the sort of the paler blue, and
this is what we're going to be learning, isn't it?
In a little while, yeah.
So these are what we're going to be.
So
these ones. Oh, sorry.
So that's the same bead, but in a different design. And then there's one to this side as well, which is the one that I was going to do a quick demo on.
We're going to be demoing these for you in a bit.
So it's a different kind of a look, but using the same bead. And then there's inverted ones, which are actually, it's like a crystal colour, which is right in the middle of the pack here. And that's just turning it up the other way, just to show you that actually you don't have to keep them that way up. You know, you can do whatever you like with them.
So this is your Gentle Rain collection. Lots of you people with it in your baskets. Liam is encouraging you to check out. So do grab them whilst you have the opportunity. Just because it's a popular one. And obviously, as we said, we can't always get Murano glass in big quantities.
No, we can't. And I feel quite privileged to have had it, actually. So, it's quite an amazing thing to be handed like something that I've considered to be a really luxury, considered piece of artisan craftsmanship, really, isn't it? You know, it's just, I love to think that we're helping to keep the traditional crafts industries alive.
Yeah.
You know, and the more we do it, the more we spread the word, and we encourage our Jewellery Maker viewers to actually include them in their pieces. The more likely we are to keep those crafts alive altogether.
Yeah, which is something really beautiful to be able to be a part in. And remember, we were talking about that with tonight's must-have as well when we brought you the ceramic earlier on. Final one, and then we'll dive into the demo. And this is... Have a little look. Have a little look-a-rooney.
This is just so delicious, isn't it?
Oh, this really is. Now, tell us about this one again, because Hannah's put these together, if you have just tuned in. Tell us a bit about this one, Hannah.
Well, this one, again, forest green, the name is from the colours. I mean, the beads, they really don't sort of, it doesn't come across as well as it would when you see it.
Honestly, it doesn't. You need to get these home.
If you
it's
get
incredible.
this into sunlight, they're absolutely sensational, and they've got this fabulous sort of sparkly, glistening.
Imagine the best sunstone on the planet.
Yes, yeah.
And then smatter that into the gemstone, into the bead.
And it's all within the bead, so the more you move it around, the more sort of glimmering, shimmering that you get from it. So I just wanted to sort of team that with seed beads that I thought would pick out some of those colours and really try and emphasise them.
Yeah.
And then, I made that little number down there.
Which is stunning.
Which actually my colleague Claire said she's got dibs on if it's ever going.
Oh, really?
So,
Wow.
Hanging on to it for the moment while
Good
there's kids.
idea. Good idea. It is decadent, it's luxury, it's real emerald green with genuine gold, like gold leaf flashes running through it. And as we say, that sparkle that we've got, I'll just show you on mine a little bit closer. I'll give you a really close, you have to look really close in these to see the sparkle, but it's worth it.
Fantastic.
Just look at that, what do you think?
It's just delicious, isn't it?
Don't you think that's absolutely captivating? What do you think?
I think they're awesome.
Sparkle-tastic. Let me show you the gold close as well. I'm sorry. Show you the gold one close up too, just so you can really see those sort of gold leaf fleck effects. You're getting 6 of the gold rounds, 6 of the green rounds, and then you're getting 3 of the feature drops in these ones. Oh, wow. We've got 3 tubes of your seed beads in here.
Galvanised as well, 2 of them.
We're taking it under 30. This is pretty incredible. $29.95 is about to come in on screen. This is a huge collection of your Murano glass and a very big collection of your seed beads, and £29.95 is your deal on these ones. Already a lot of interest in this, more of you now checking out your basket, so that price has just dropped in on your screen. I will say to you again, galvanised sort of gold bronze colour in the 11 O's, 11 O's of your matte transparent emerald, and then those gorgeous galvanised gold. And as we said, galvanised often more expensive.
They are. I think this is the thing. It's like it's a little bit of luxury that at these kind of prices, it just makes it accessible for so many more people.
Totally. I've got more Murano glass coming up for you in a little bit, but we are diving on into a demonstration now. Do not forget, if you've got any questions for Hannah, do feel free to message us in. Or if you just want to give us your weekend brags, have you done anything exciting? Are you taking part in a marathon this weekend? Or maybe you've just had a really, really good week at work. Feel free to share it with the family. We would love to hear from you. Liam says he's doing a marathon tonight to a well-known takeaway brand for his tea. So, should we get making? We are going to be learning how to create the stunning earrings, and we're of course going to need our threading materials, which I brought for you before, and the know-how. So Hannah is here to provide the latter.
Okay, basically I've got a length of the fire line, and I've got a needle on either end, and I've threaded on 4 of the 11O seed beads, and I want them to sit in the middle of the thread, and then I'm going to pass one of the needles through one of the end beads and pull it, so you get like, it's quite small to see, but it's like the little cluster of 4 beads together there, and then I'm going to take both of the needles. Can we get there? Probably a bad choice of bead colour for the the lights in here, sorry about that.
It's okay.
I'm going to pass both the needles through one of these gorgeous drops. Now, this one really does make me think of sort of crackled ice.
Oh, that's nice.
It's lovely, really lovely.
Forest green, I've got about a third of the stock gone already. If everyone checks out, I will have way over half my stock gone, way over.
Okay, so I'm just adding an 11/0 and I'm going to put both needles through in the same direction for this one, and that just cinches them in at the bottom there together. If I can just pull that thread so it's in the middle. There we go, it's better. Okay, and now I'm going to pick up, I'll get myself untangled, 4 of the 11/0s on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and let that fall down there.
The kit Hannah's working with at the moment is Gentle Rain. It's about to come in on your screen.
So 4 of the 11/0s on that side as well. And then you can select your colours. So these, they're Aurora Borealis coated, aren't they? Or the colour, like the colour means that there's all different mixes of colours. So you can pick out whichever ones you think go nicest with the beads you're working with. I'm just going to cross the needles over through that and bring that down. And I want that to sit in the middle of those beads there. And then on each needle I'm going to pick up another one of the 6/0s. That fall down, and then a final one, and then cross the needles over through that bead as well. So you get another cluster of 4, but in that lovely sort of blue tone. And then I'm just going to pull this down a bit so you can see them. I'm going to pick up 8 of the 11/0s. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 of the 6/0s on that side. That thread down, and then 8 on the other side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then I want to cross this through the 6/0 on the other side. So effectively it's using a ladder weave technique to cinch everything together. So you keep doing like a crisscross motion. And then again, I want to replicate that cross with the 6/0s, so I'm going to pick up another 6/0 on each needle and let those fall down to there. And another 6/0, and this time we're going to pass the needles in opposite directions through that bead. Pull them down together.
If you do want to get a threading material, I've got your Fire line available by itself. Graphic's going to come in a moment. It is your £10, and it is in the smoky grey colour that we've got here. So it goes really nice with, again, your darker beads, or as we did earlier on, with, for example, the full set of your kind of more opaque colours. They go really well. 50 yards, around about 45 metres for £7.95 for you today. So if you do want to grab it, now's your chance.
Absolutely essential, that.
Yeah.
Really, really good. So all I've done now, I've picked up 6 of the 11/0s on one needle, and I'm passing the other needle through all 6 of those 11/0 beads, like that. So what this is doing is making a little loop at the top, which you can then put your shepherd's hook through. And then I want that to sit nice and flush, so I'm just going to pass the needles back through the 6/0 below it in opposite directions. So that should pull them together. Like that. So you just spend a little bit of time just adjusting that so it's nice and neat. And then I'm going to pass the needle down through this 6/0 here. And I just need to count. I think I've got, is it 10 or 12? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 10 of these 11/0s. Let me just move these into shots so you can see them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oops, 8, 9, 10. And then pass that straight round the outside edge here and down into that 6 there.
Okay.
And that gives you your outer edge.
Okay.
I'm just going to pass the needle through that bottom 6/0 there as well.
as these are more of a dainty piece of jewellery, you don't necessarily have to use your £10. You could use your £6, which I'm about to bring in the travel size for you. This one's only 15 yards, so much less. Same colour though in the £6, and your price point for the £6 same colour is £4.95. So again, it's less of it, lighter weight, but perfect for the likes of your earrings.
Okie doke. Oh, I threaded those on before I've passed the needle through. That's not good. I'm just going to unthread those again.
It's good to see how you unthread quite easily though.
I know, yeah, they're fantastic. I love these fire lines, they're really good. If you do get in a tangle, don't get cross with it, just spend a little bit of time and use a needle and work the knot out, because the beauty of them is that they don't fray, so they're easier to untangle. So just checking I've got 10 back on there. And coming from this 6/0, I'm going to go through this one here, bring the pattern down and then cross it through there. Nice and secure. And then at this point I just want to pass the needles back up through the outer beads until you get to the top, and then I can tie it off and add a shepherd's hook, and it's as simple as that. So I'm just going to get up to there.
If you are loving this make, remember we've got a DVD launch with Hannah, brand new, tomorrow afternoon around about 2 o'clock.
I can't wait for that, it's going to be so exciting. So again, just passing these through the outer edge, bring them up together so that both threads are on the same side, and then you can do a double overhand knot. Just going to lose the needles for now. And I'm going to do 1 and then pass it through again 2, so it's a surgeon's knot. Make sure that knot's nice and close to the 6/0s, because then it sort of disappears underneath it. I always do 1 for luck. And security, obviously. And then you can either stitch those through or trim them away, whichever you prefer. Being careful not to cut through the knot, she says, hoping you don't do it on air. Like that. And then we just get a shepherd's hook. And I'm going to use some flat nose or chain nose pliers just to open that little loop at the bottom of the shepherd's hook there, and you want to tuck that through underneath the thread in your loop at the top here. So it's a little bit fiddly, but you get there, and then close that loop up again, and you have a nice little earring.
Stunning.
Here's one I made earlier without the shepherd's hook.
Stunning.
It's nice and simple, and I've also used the same technique in the bracelet. So in a second, if we ask Tom.
Right next to it.
Right next to it on the black bust
it's
there.
with the one that's on the screen, Gentle Rain.
Yeah, exactly the same technique. So you can just use that, and then instead of putting your drop on the bottom, you just go ladder weave again, so crisscross through one of the 10mm rounds.
Stunning. With
seed beads on the outside, and then you repeat the process, and you could do that as a necklace or earrings, bracelets, whatever you like.
Absolutely stunning. Really, truly beautiful, isn't it? Hannah, thank you so much for showing us that. If you love your Murano glass, I've got some more, and I'm going to add a little bit of sparkle because I've got some Swarovski as well. Now, you've used, obviously, Swarovski seed beads, Murano glass together.
Yes.
You've got it in some of the DVDs, you've got it in a lot of your makes, we're going to do it now. Why is that a beautiful combo for you?
Well, some people are purists and they like to just keep it to one particular genre, like whether it be a glass or a gemstone or you know, anything. I actually prefer things when they're mixed up. I think you get much better results when you like sort of take yourself outside of your comfort zone almost and just try things together, because usually you'll find that they enhance each other. So Swarovski crystal next to Murano glass, you might think, oh, we couldn't possibly, you know, they're both beautiful in their own right, but when you put them together, they look amazing. They really do. I think they bring out the best in each other.
Yeah. If you have got the DVD, your Bewitching Blue collection and Bewitching Blue make on this DVD, the necklace that Hannah's got beside her is the type that this will create. So, let's talk about this blue with this rose gold in the
gorgeous?
Murano glass is exceptional. Was this one that instantly spoke to you, Hannah?
Oh yes, definitely. I mean, the colour is incredible. Look at that. I absolutely love it.
It's luxury, isn't it? It is absolutely luxury. You have got here, I'm just going to put some onto this 0.8 for you. You will also notice that this has some wire in the kit, which is kind of cool.
Yes, yeah.
But let me just show you these really, really, really up close. Just so you can see again the sensational sparkle in these ones. So I'm going to be bringing to you 10 mils, and this is in your glass lapis bead, and you're getting the 10 mil round, 6 of those. You're also going to be getting the drops as well, of which I'm offering 3 of them to you. So you're getting that luxury. It's historical. It's got a touch of the sort of you know, Tutankhamun kind of mask about it, hasn't it? It's very luxurious indeed, isn't it? Really luxury.
Really is, yeah.
As well as that, I have got for you the Swarovski. So the Swarovski itself is your light smoked topaz in the 6 mil, and you're getting 48 of those. Why this with this?
Well, I think it's just I wanted to try something a bit different. So I've actually got a couple of pieces made with this lovely blue. So
yeah.
I went with the wire work basically because of the colours of the sparkle within the beads.
Yeah.
I wanted to try and pull that colour out with the colours of the wires that I was using. So I think the antique bronze is lovely, but equally I think copper would work very nicely as well, or even rose gold.
Lovely.
But then if you're not into wire working, I also did another one which is on this end.
I love this necklace.
I don't know if you can, I might need to move it. Should I just pop it over there?
Yeah, move it a little bit more.
So this one is it's a simple lariat style, and it's just very simple. So this is essentially it's brick stitched all the way down with a peyote circle to use it as a toggle clasp almost, and then the thing with the lariat is they slide. So if I get the right one, you can adjust it to whatever length you want it, and then using the weight of the lovely glass on the end
kind of balances
to
it,
balance
doesn't it?
Yeah. So I think it's a very easy wearable piece to have, and you only use a handful of the components, so you could make a number of those and have you know plenty left over.
It's the wonderful Mayuki matte cobalt 11.0s with the dark bronze in the 8.0, and you're getting 10 metres of your 0.8, a luxurious, bewitching collection, and it's rolling in now. We're taking it under 30 for you. Big amount of goodies in here. Ooh. And for you today, $29.95 about to come in for your bewitching collection. Just as a reminder, the DVD, the Murano glass DVD, it is the bewitching blue make that we've got on there. A brilliant one. We have just had a question asking if the earrings are on the DVD. Is it the earrings we've just made? Yes, it is. No, these are not on the DVD. The earrings we've just made is just an added little bonus make for you.
Yeah, I didn't want to do a demonstration that was on the DVD because it might, you know, it might take away from the
DVD.
The amount of things that you get from it. If I've already shown you how to do it. Are you throwing things around again? She's just demolished the stuff off the set.
Yeah. I love this colour. What do you think of it, Alison Tarry?
I think it's gorgeous.
It's lovely, that, isn't it?
All those makes Hannah's made are incredible.
They really are, aren't
Amazing. Gorgeous.
Alison Tarry's here because, quite frankly, she's obsessed with Jewellery Maker and never likes to leave.
None of us sleep
It could be that, or it could be that we're filming a DVD tonight. I wouldn't like to say which one. Yes. Anyway, $29.95. I've got one more shopportunity like this coming up for you, which is filled with goodies. And this one is so much more genteel, so much more delicate. I think you're going to really appreciate this one.
I did actually make a little something up with that one as well.
Serenity collection. Yeah. Tell us again, because Hannah's created this kit. Tell us where this came as a brainchild for you.
Really, it was because it was sort of the pastel kind of green tone there. I wanted a sort of a soft lilac-y colour to go with it, just because I like that combination. So I'm like purely self-indulgent here, really. As I like purple with green, and so because it's pastels, I've gone for those sort of tones. And again, because I like long line necklaces, I've made one that I'll probably wear myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did that down there. Simple rosary linking, and then down to a simple tassel at the bottom there. It's very delicate, it's very light, it's easy to pop on over a t-shirt. You know, it's just wear and go kind of thing.
It has got such a summertime, springtime, holiday picnic kind of vibe about it. I think it's beautiful. Again, let me show you the Murano glass really close. I've got for you 6 of the Perfect Pure rounds. These are bringing that luxurious metallic fusion together, whereby you're getting that highly reflective sort of almost silver leaf running through, juxtaposed with the warmth of that sparkly rose gold colouring in there. Really incredible. 3 of these long drops that you're getting and 6 of the Perfect rounds, which work beautifully with the Swarovski in the crystal violet. Those ones are 4mm, you're getting 48. As well as that, you're getting 10 metres worth of your 0.8 in this copper colour as well. And of course, you're getting the seed beads. These ones are your 11Os, and they've got this gorgeous seafoam colour to them. Big amount again, under 30, yet again. The lowest price we can do right here, right now, about to come on screen. It's a fantastic price. We're going to £27.95, which is fantastic for this price. Alison Tarry is sat behind the camera, shaking her head. Tell me why.
I was lucky enough to go to Venice.
Yes.
I know how much Murano glass costs. That's bonkers.
It really is, isn't it?
Amazing.
Honestly, when when you're in Venice and you're a captive audience, aren't you? Captive audience you are. So they will, understandably, as we said before, it's real artistry. They will charge accordingly. We are giving you a sensational deal right here that you are going to really enjoy working with. And I always think you need to see Murano glass to believe it, because it looks nice on screen, but it looks so much better in real life.
It's beautiful in real life, isn't it?
But also the story of it and how it is created. I mean, the skill, the patience, the strength that's needed to be able to create this is, it's almost unimaginable, really. So you've got to grab this whilst you can at £27.95. Good work, one and all. That is my final one of these kind of bundles or kits, if you will. And as we said, we've given you these. Some of them are going to be perfect for the DVD we did for you earlier on, and some of them are going to be perfect for these sort of added extra makes that that the lovely Hannah crafted for you as well. So from these bundles, well, you can see the extensive jewellery that Hannah's made. Mix and match, have fun with them, play with them, compare them, contrast them, do as you will, they are yours. So grab them whilst you can. I am bringing to you as my final Murano glass collections coming up. 2 separate ones. Perfect Gold, well, metallics and bronzes collection of the rounds. And
I love
these are huge.
Yeah.
Some of the largest Murano glass that we do for you. That's coming as a bundle. I'll show you that better and up close and personal later, but it's coming up as a bundle. Before that, how's about we bring to you a couple of strands, just a few little cheeky strands. I'm going to have to reach across, I do apologise. Right. Ooh! Citrine, a lengthy strand of citrine as well. It is that happy-go-lucky summertime colour. I don't know about you, but it's been absolutely parky recently. I want to go back to last week when it was cracking flags.
It's cracking flags. Flagstones.
Cracking, yeah, cracking.
I've not heard that before.
Have you not?
No.
All right. Have you heard that
Cracking
before?
flags.
Yeah, I've seen Northerner. Alison Terry's like, yes, of course I have.
I used to live in Yorkshire, but I've not heard that one.
Cracking the flags, basically, when it gets so warm that the concrete flagstones crack. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it was
anyway,
nice.
It's not that no more.
That was it. Spring's gone.
Oh, yeah, that was it. Blink and you missed
You
it.
missed it.
It's chucking it down now. But we are being Very, very optimistic for more summer sun to come, and this, I think, may well give you that optimism to look towards it, because it is a really happy-go-lucky, optimistic colour. It is bright and sparkly and shiny, and it is like little sunshine droplets almost. I think it's beautiful. You have got £6.95, which, blimey, £6.95, you know, wouldn't get you a chippy tea, would it? Wouldn't get you a chippy tea. So to be able to get it here at that price, it depends if you just went for a cone of chips, says Liam. I mean, when you make a good point, you make a good point. I'll be honest, this wasn't one of those times.
No.
A cone of chips ain't no chippy tea. That's a snack, isn't it? Chippy snack. Anyway, let me. Oh, you're going to really love this. I actually brought to you watermelon tourmaline earlier on. Genuine watermelon tourmaline. If you want to have a little look back on that, there was like, how many was there on a strand? Was there 8 or 9 maybe? Anyway,
Yeah.
this is similar but different, because this has got your clear quartz running through. Elson Tarry, am I right in saying that you have worked with this before?
Yeah, I love it.
Why do you love it?
I like cut stones.
Yeah?
I love working with that shade, and the colours are gorgeous.
They really are, aren't they? So what I really think is cool about the colour, and this could just be me, but when I'm looking at it now, I am seeing green on one half and then pink on the other. And then as I move it, you see how that green's almost taking over now and it's moving further along. And then as I keep moving it, it's almost golden, and then sort of coral colours come through. It looks like a colour change gemstone, and it truly does. I think it's magical. Greens and sort of pinks, I think, go together really well. You think of the tulips, you think of many different types of roses maybe with these colours that come together. I think it's happy, it's open, it's beautiful. You've got the clear quartz as a triplet, which means I've got clear quartz sandwiching that multicoloured tourmaline sort of section, which means you get big sizeability, big opportunity at cut without having to remortgage your house, which is always good. Your price point today is rolling down. We're going under a tenner. This is actually going to a brand new low, so Alison can stock up. You ready? £6.95.
Amazing.
A real treat of a deal on this one for you. Great in cocktail rings, obviously. Beautiful for your pendants as well. These are talking point treats that we've got here,
They really are. They really are. I mean, that would look fantastic as a ring, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love cocktail rings anyway, but I just like the fact that it's got the two different tones in there, so it means you can wear it with a number of different things as well. It looked fantastic if you bezel set it and put it with some of the Murano as well.
Gorgeous
so that,
idea.
This last one with the pastels, I think they work very nicely together.
Ooh.
I'm going to lean across you and I'm going to do that as well, like that.
Add in.
I think they all work together.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
As that band once said. Who was that? Said ooh la la. Says come on. Who was that? Spice Girls? No, definitely wasn't the Spice Girls, was it? Literally the only band I can think of at the moment. Oh, good, you're asking your. I'm not singing that song now. Atomic Kitten? No. I'm only saying that because I saw a Kerry Katona today.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I went to a pantomime this afternoon. Pantomime at Easter?
What are you doing?
Pardon? I'd had a very busy morning. I wanted a treat. I did. I went before work. Should we do some Murano glance?
Yeah.
Let's. Let me bring to you really bold, beautiful, sizable pieces. If you have just tuned in, let me remind you what we're talking about. We're talking about a dying art form here, very sadly, and it truly, truly is. We're talking about something which, as an industry, you know, half a century ago or whatever, was really, you know, something that a lot of people wanted to get into. It was something that was a skill handed down generation to generation in family. It was something that people, in a way, kind of were led into and aspired to do. And now, as times have changed, it is sadly something which is becoming less common as a job role, which is why I showed you those photographs of abandoned warehouses where they, you know, used to create these. For example, the one you see now. Obviously the furnace at the bottom is turned on, but that is abandoned. That is not, you know, actually creating any of these anymore. But as it says, which is why I think it's so important that we hold on to this, it says on that slide, it talks about how this is something which is disappearing over a matter of centuries, a lost art which has a lot of spellbinding magic to it, even if today it is a risk of being lost. And that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about something which sadly is, as we were talking about with the ceramics before, and we were talking about the potteries in Stoke, weren't we? You know, it is, for me, alchemy meets artistry, and I think it's beautiful that we're able to offer to you big, key, feature pieces like this. And for me, personally, these are individual feature pieces. That's how I see these. You're getting 3 of each of them. Today, though, should be £29.95, 85, sorry, pence. And that's because you've got 3 bundles here, hence the 85 at the end. As a little treat, just to, I think, for you to be able to get this home, because again, they do look better in real life. Sorry to say it, but I think they do.
I think they're stunningly beautiful, all of them.
We will take
Love them
under 20 for you.
Oh gosh, really?
You're not sure about that, are you?
It's a steal, isn't it?
It is. It truly is. Look at that. There you go.
Amazing.
19.95. We've gone under 20. It's £2.21 each. This, by the way, is a 0.8 mil, and there's absolutely loads of moving space. Just to give you an idea again of the versatility that we offer to you when we give you beautiful Murano pieces. The gold colour alone, by the way, there is no more stock. So these colours here, these ones, it's all allocated in this bundle. And what I mean by that is once the bundle sells out, that means we no longer have this one in.
Yeah.
And as we say, you kind of work behind the scenes here, you know how difficult it is to get anything like this back in, isn't it?
I would seriously doubt that we would get these back in these colours again.
Yeah.
If we were lucky enough to get them again, we'd probably buy something different deliberately because of the way we try and bring newness all the time.
Yeah.
So they really are limited. And again, if we can help to keep like artisanal jewellery going, then let's do it. So Murano
Absolutely.
glass, ceramic beads. We're keeping like ancient, traditional sort of what's the word? Well, crafts really.
Crafts
but like
and skill and art.
And
Yeah.
I think it's nice to be part of that.
I completely agree. These ones, by the way, are ones you have to get home. There is no quibbles, nothing. 30-day money-back guarantee. You have to get these ones home, because one of my favourite things about these ones specifically is they have pink and orange gold glows to them that you literally can't see. But can you see them here, Anna?
I can see it, but it's kind of that.
You have to be kind of on top of them. But honestly, I wish you could step into the studio and see this. Basically, you just have to get them home. But there is fiery hot pinks because of the core of these ones. Different colours with the amethyst colour, the topaz gold and the light topaz. £19.95. You are getting 5 of each of the colours, and you are getting, for example, the light amethyst gold foil, etc. These ones are 8 mils. You have been fabuloso. Fancy doing it again tomorrow?
Yeah, shall we?
Afternoon. Should we meet a bit earlier? Let's meet in the afternoon.
Let's do that.
You've got a
do lunch,
DVD.
darling.
Let's do lunch, doll. You have got a DVD launch tomorrow.
Yay!
In the final 15 seconds. Tell us a little bit about it.
Iris duos, pressed glass, 2 holes, amazing. They look fantastic. Can't wait to bring them to you.
That's coming up for the final day of seed beading tomorrow at 2. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you soon. Have a great evening, my loves. Bye-bye.
Now then, during our very exciting seed bead weekend that we've got coming up on Saturday the 27th and Sunday the 28th of April, we've got some really, really exciting launches. Now on Saturday's mid-show with the lovely Alison Tarry, we will be launching her brand new Storm Duo DVD. Very exciting. On Sunday's mid-show with Hannah Osborne, we've got the brand new Iris Duo as well. So that's coming up with a DVD. Brilliant. Now on the Sunday late show, we've also got Sylvia Fairhurst from the Bead Workers Guild as well. Now that's on the Late Show. So do please join us. Lots going on, super jam-packed. That's Saturday the 27th and Sunday the 28th of April.
You can watch our Jewellery Maker show every day on our website by clicking the Watch and Buy Online link in the top right-hand corner of our homepage.
Did you know that when you book a Jewellery Maker workshop, you're given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through